Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Let's just get started anyway. You've done all your homework? Okay, that's nice. Welcome everyone. And by everyone, I mean a whole few people. Oh, September is already... Yeah, it's... Well, it's the 30th. Had a lot of lore to catch up on. Interesting. I don't know what that means, but okay. Yeah, September is about to end. Well, we should have called it September, as they say, but, thankfully, we did get a few subs in the past few days, and I made 14 bucks, which is better than nothing, but still. What's good, everybody? Making sure that everything is looking a-okay. I know that the biscuit... biscuit lore. Okay, that sounds oh, so have you been watching a bunch of my YouTube videos? Even the ones with the PNG tuber? I said that I was going to, nice. I said that I was going to, like, retitle and reorganize the channel so that the ones with the PNG tuber would be in a playlist called Old and Cringe. But I haven't gotten around to doing that because I have other things to do. Hello, Julius. Biscuits. Donut. Like Homer when he gnaws after, when he gets all... Yeah. Hello, Julius. Nice to see you again. But yeah, okay. You might not want that second word to be by itself. Well, at least it's not with a C, if you mean. There's a Simpsons 2 movie coming out. I don't think I've heard about that at all. Oh, that reminds me. I remember seeing a video pop up in my recommendations about the sad state of Marge's voice, because I've listened to some of Marge's voice in the recent seasons. The voice actress has seen, the voice has seen better days. Hello, Fivakalio. Hey, I don't know how you say that, but welcome to the stream. Yeah, we got some guys on Kick as well as YouTube, so that's all good. The quest for more money. Oh, there it is. I was like, why wasn't it showing up in the multi-chat? The quest for more... Is that actually what it is? Spaceballs. Thanks for the follow. Let me see if that's actually a thing. Uh... 2026, apparently. Okay, yeah, it's a theatrical release for July 23rd, 2027. So, oh, Spaceballs. Okay, that sounds very interesting. But I'm glad that everybody is doing all right. We got a few people on Kick as well. We got a Kick follow, which is super nice. Spaceballs will actually come. Alright. I do have, like, I know the YouTube stream title is that we're gonna wing it. I have too many videos opened up on my other monitor. I have quite a few videos on the lineup, but I don't know which one we want to do. We have one about furry National Socialists, one about the King of the Hill Pitch Bible. We got it before GTA 6, I can imagine. We got one about what language they speak in Avatar: The Last Airbender, a video about the strangest borders in the world, and then a video about Caillou bashers. If any of you knows anything about Go Animate, that's all I can say in that regard. I'm not and then I have this little video by Jet, who does those little Sonic dubs. This one about... I'm guessing it's about Rouge. Using 5 gigs of RAM on a 16p... Alright, I don't know nothing about computer specs, so I can't comment on that. But, give me one of the Jimmy Carter The Jimmy Carter Memorial postage stamp, huh? It seems like there's a lot of things that want to come out before GTA 6. No, we'll be getting GTA 5.5 before we get GTA 6, let's be real. I know everybody been waiting for that. Okay, there was someone that was in the room with me and they left. There is something that I really wanted to talk about. Yes, well, not necessarily that. Oh, yeah, don't worry, I saw that. Yeah, I see those Nezhna.com whatever the hells every now and then that say, hey, tired of streaming to 0 viewers, let's fix that at Nezhna.com, and I don't know nothing about net. Will you come out? I don't know. You built your own PC? Oh yeah, but regarding what you said, too many gunfights. Yeah, I'm assuming you're referring to, unless I'm mistaken in that case, but there is something that that I wanted to start the stream off with, and that, I know that, Jackal was here in the, Saturday night stream. We were watching a video about, what's it called? We were watching a video about furry Christians when someone showed up on the kick stream and started making some very, very inflammatory remarks about not only me, but about a few other things as well. No, I had this conversation running in my head, like, all day, like, at work yesterday. I know what I wanted to say about it, but I don't... Oh, you did? Oh, okay, you saw the VOD. Yeah, I'm sure you know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, there was talking about, not wanting to, quote-unquote, get along with kids and animals, and I'm like, yeah, more or less. And then he said, said that he basically thinks that because I have this little talking raccoon thingy that I'm somehow a freak, which I'm like, and I wanted to make a reference to a YouTuber named Quizzy on Demand, who calls everything a freak. And then he insinuated that I mess with the family dogs that we have here at home, even though I've never done any of that to any of the dogs that we've ever had. But of course, I tried to say no, and then they go on ahead and start saying that I did, and I'm like, and I tried to ignore it. I tried to ignore the things that he was saying, and I tried to just move on. And then he started making comments about Christians being child lovers. So, Jackal, if you're watching this, that chatter thinks that because you're a Christian furry, that means not only are you a child lover, you're also an animal lover. To which I was like, no, I wanted to make mention that this is actually, believe it or not, this is a fallacy. It's a fallacy. I don't remember the name of the fallacy in question, but it's where you assume that because part of a whole is a certain way, that it means the whole thing is that way. Like when you say that because a car's tires are made of rubber, that it means that the whole car is made of rubber. And that's basically what he was doing there, by saying that because some furries are to that extent, and that because some priests were to that extent, that he just basically categorically states that the entire communities on both communities were of those things. And then he decided to make a comment about me being tarded, right? When you were in kindergarten, right? I can imagine that shit. But, but even regular Catholics don't do anything with I'm sure most, it was a girl, okay. I'm sure most people of most faiths are just decent people that are just doing their own thing. There are bad people in every group. For every group of people that exist, there's bad people within it that make the entire group look bad. It's not exclusive to one or the other. It's like World 34. If it exists, there's porn of it, which is an unfortunate reality of the world, but I'm just saying. Yeah, he accused me of being tarded because he thought I was too dumb to know how to ban people. And I was like, I ended up banning him, and I was like, is that what you wanted, bitch? Because I ain't gonna deal with that shit no more. And it's like, here's the thing. I was thinking about this all day yesterday while I was at work. You'll find the nastiest people you'll ever face. It doesn't sound real, but it makes plenty of yeah, it's like you can't necessarily hold that against every person that you meet. And well, yeah. The point of confessing sins and stuff like that is to promise that you never do those things again. That's like the way that it's supposed to work of the Lusitania. Okay, Jackal, but the way that it's supposed to work is that if you've done something bad, yeah, have lunch. I would never ask anyone anywhere to have lunch with me, and I wouldn't have lunch with them. I mean, if they were someone that I actually knew, that's one thing, but if it was someone that I don't know, then no, I don't want to have to deal with that, obviously. But going back to, what was I saying? God dang it. But yeah, the way that it works is that even if you were to do something bad, the point of like confessions and seeking forgiveness and repentance is that you acknowledge that it was bad and that you have that guilt within you, and then you have to seek not to do that thing again. Where obviously some people will take advantage of that kind of thing and just do the thing again, meaning that they've never really learned anything. You have to want to strive to make a change. You can't just say, I'm sorry for doing this, and then expect to be forgiven, right? You have to actively make sure not to go back down that path again. So it's like, so yeah, this isn't exactly how I wanted this conversation to go, but it's close enough. I wanted to go in about something that's actually very personal to me. You call it? Of course you do. I wanted to know what that chatter was saying about him assuming that I would do such things to our dogs and stuff. That, when I read that, I was like, really? Are we seriously doing this? And of course I denied it because I just don't do that. I don't do that. So, but of course they went in ahead and decided to categorically say that I did all those things. And the thing that makes this like very personal for me is I've been falsely accused of something similar to that before, and it was an awful, awful experience. I don't really want to reveal any details, but I have been falsely accused to the point to where even police got involved, and we had to go into some place in order to get, I don't even know. And you might think that this happened to me recently. No, this happened to me when I was in middle school. It happened when I was in middle school. I had told a guidance counselor some things that were taken way out of context, to the point to where they took it in the worst possible way and decided that I was some... And it was awful. And my mom in particular was extremely distressed and very upset by the whole thing, because she knows that I would never do that kind of stuff. She knows that I or anyone else would never do that kind of thing. And it was between me and someone else. I'm not going to say who or what. Just know that it's strange that the whole ordeal strained the relationship between me and that person, and we don't really interact very much because of it. And yeah, they were gonna put me on an offender list in the 8th grade. They were gonna put me on a fucking offender list, and I hadn't done shit. So obviously, the fact that this chatter comes along and starts accusing me of things, obviously, I'm not gonna take that lying down. I don't want to have to deal with any of that again. I would never wish that upon anyone. I would never wish false accusations upon anyone, even if they were my quote-unquote worst enemies. And I don't know. I just don't think I can deal. I can't. I can't with those. I can't with those kinds of people. So of course, naturally, I was gonna ban them. But the thing is, I was very hesitant to ban them. It's okay. It's okay, Wolfie. That's perfect. You guys are perfectly okay. But the thing is, I didn't even want to ban this chatter at first, because as someone who values free speech, I know that I don't necessarily want to censor people because they're making edgy comments. But the way that they were going about it was just, I don't think so. No. There's only so much that a person can take, that even I have my limits with regards to something like that. And I also didn't want to ban them because I didn't want to give them the satisfaction. Because I ain't giving that brother what he wants. I ain't giving that brother the satisfaction, because I know what God wants. He wants Uncle Ruckus's grandma Nellie to take her own damn life. That's why he fucks with her. That's why he gave her a fucked up ass life. But the joke's on him. So yeah. One moment. Someone's messaging. So yeah, that happened. I mean, it was bound to happen anyway, because that's the price you pay for being in the public eye, is that you're either gonna have to deal with trolls or haters or both at once, and then you're gonna have to deal with people that'll accuse you of things just because they have preconceived notions. Oh, this, oh, you didn't do it, no, don't worry, you didn't do anything wrong. No. I just needed to vent. That's all I really needed. I just needed to vent. So you're all good. So you don't have to worry about. Excuse me. Yeah, I just ate. No, something I should say, something a little lighthearted, is that in recent years, I noticed that I'll have these random, not really burps and not really hiccups, but that's during recess, since in the future I had no idea. Oh, well then. The interesting story, Jackal. You didn't know. Well, I'm pretty sure a lot of kids might not know what gay means. No, I remember this one time in 4th grade where some other classmate was doing stretches and making very strange moaning noises while stretching, and I said that they sounded gay. And then the teacher told me not to do that, because it's not very nice. And, until a few months ago. Okay, alright.
I like men now, because it tastes like burning, and I'm in danger.
Basically exactly what that is. I don't... Furry of the 70s and now. I don't even know what that means. I don't even know what that means. What should I call myself? Just some... What, just a raccoon VTuber type thing? Because I know that people just... And do my own thing. I probably should do that, but at the same time, it's like... I'm doing it on purpose, because I know that it'll get at least some attention. I do unironically want to acquire the attention of those of them in order to... I don't exactly know, I mean, I know what I want to do, and I know what I'm trying to do, but at the same time, it's like, maybe I should form, we should form our own community. I don't exactly know what it would be called, but it would be called, we're just gonna call it the community. Oh, hey there. But yeah, we're just gonna call it the community. It doesn't need a name. It just needs to be, as they say. I mean, that's all we really need to do. Okay, you had to go a foreign mission trip. Interesting. Oh, so you went to a... Oh, you went to... Did you go to a private school? It sounds cultish. Oh, that actually reminds me. There was someone back in high school. I remember one of my friends just casually telling me that there was a cult at school that was dedicated to me. And when I heard that, I was like, really? There's no way that there's a cult in high school that's dedicated to me. I mean, I know a lot of people have unusually high, oh, you went to, oh, you were homeschooled after that and trade school. One of my brothers wants to go to trade school. At least that's what my dad told me. But no, the fact that there's a cult that was dedicated to me in high school was like, I don't understand that. I know that there are a lot of people that hold me in a much higher regard than they really should be. Useless culinary arts. Well, have you ever considered becoming a chef of some kind? I'm just saying. But, no, a lot of people do hold me at least in some high regard. Like, I know my mom and my dad hold me in very high regard. And then there's this one old high school friend of mine that does also hold me in high regard, to the point to where he told me that if anyone tried to fuck with me to such a high degree, no, that friend said that they would take that person trying to take... I don't want to have to be explicit with those things. Yeah, my mom also feels the same way. I didn't... Oh. I had the exact opposite problem. No, I was too popular for my own good. I couldn't... Honestly, there was a time in elementary school where people would be praising me left and right. And I remember in gym class, I distinctly remember in gym class, where we were racing from one side of the gym to the other and back. And when I was up, when it was my turn, everyone was chanting my name, and I just couldn't stand it. I couldn't stand that these people were, all these kids, the other classmates were praising me like this. I can't, you know how some people can't take criticism? I can't take praise, honestly, in that kind of context. I don't know what it is about me. I don't like being praised for things. I just don't understand it. Like, especially if it's with regards to something that I know I can do better on. Just more mild? Probably, but no, I can't take it. And then there's a lot of other examples of this. And another, a cult about, I don't know. Oh, really? I didn't know about, I'm sorry. I don't even know what it is at this point. At this point, we're just kind of, I mean, I'm glad that we're having these kinds of conversations, because these types of things are very meaningful to me. And there's just some things that are worth talking about that are, there are some things that I want to talk about that are very difficult for me, but then there are things that I do want to talk about that I practice at work. Like, I will talk to myself and say, I'm going to say this, but then I end up not saying it, because of course I do. Or because of course I don't. They just wanted to set you up? Yeah, I can imagine, but no. I was... No, I never really thought of myself as popular, but people seem to know quite a lot about me, to the point to where I was nominated for not only Homecoming, but also for Prom as well. I was nominated for both Homecoming King and Prom King. Of course, one of my friends won both of those. Important in the future. Postmaster General. I don't know what Postmaster General is. If I do become important, well, whether or not I become important depends on the YouTube algorithm. The YouTube algorithm changed like 1 or 2 months ago to the point to where I did notice it have an impact on my videos. No, I remember I made some reactions to Decoy Voice that got like a lot of likes and over 1,000 views, but then the third one that I made only got like 20 views, and it was like, what happened? It was either because I oversaturated it, or I don't even know. When they asking for their leader. You talk too much. Every single PTA. Okay, so we got the. All right. I don't think I have anything else to talk about at this moment. Hold on, I gotta check something. Oh yeah. I should mention that I got some more videos that I'm working on. I'm about to. I'll be making the Llamas Without Hats video, as well as the Candy Capital video as well. Those are going to be up. They will be sitting in unlisted so that YouTube can analyze them, but I do want to move on at this point. I have quite a few videos lined up, but I kind of want to look at this first one just so we could warm ourselves up. Just so we could have a little fun. Radish. Radish. Yes, exactly. Although this one isn't necessarily about radishes. Let's go ahead and move on over. I wanted to take a look at this video by Jet. I don't know how many of you guys keep up with Sonic or even these types of dubs. No, these dubs are absolutely hilarious. Because guess what? His name is Shadow the Hedgehog, and he's anti-life and anti-choice, and he just loves Latina Sonic. But I want to see how this goes real quick.
Don't get distracted, handsome. We're here to race, so keep your eyes on the road.
Come on, you're talking to a pro here. I know how to handle the curves like an expert.
Oh yeah, that was on the thumbnail. Knowing how to handle curves.
Oh, don't get too excited there. Wouldn't want you finishing too quickly.
Trust me, I can handle the friction without even making a pit stop.
Okay,
Not
H.
working with a two-stroke engine.
Why don't you let me power slide in and I'll show you?
Oh,
You
good
have to
lord.
offer more than that if you want to fill up my tank.
Wait till you see what I've got under the hood.
Wait till Knuckles hears about this.
Are you sure you're good enough to drive stick?
Yeah, and I can even clean out your tailpipe.
Well then, if you're feeling that brave, I might just strap on my extreme gear.
Extreme gear.
Just know I always come out on top.
Oh,
I
shit.
feel like you guys aren't talking about cars.
That's a real good question. Okay. Alright. No, that was very peculiar, to say the least. But what I want to do... Alright, so we have 5 videos that we can look at. And I think I'll let you guys put them to a vote. We have this one about furry National Socialist. This one about the King of the Hill show Bible. This one... the Sonic... Okay. This one about the language of Avatar: The Last Airbender. This one about strange borders that Geography Now has visited. And this one about Caillou grounded Go Animate videos. I saw some of the... I do know that I wanted to look at least... I definitely want to take a look at this video here. If any of you would like to vote on which one that we should watch first, feel free. The Coop one. Which one is that? Did you mean to spell it that way, or on your which rubbish on the Wii U, the Caillou stuff, or something else? whatever. We'll put it to a vote so that we can see who wants to watch what first, and then we'll just do something in a random order. I usually do things in a random order, but I want to see what you guys want to watch first before we move on. The grounded stuff. All right. Wolfie Kami has decided. We are going to look into this by Sir Gobblegunk, the Caillou Bashers. Yes, because Caillou, how dare you do the stuff that you're not supposed to do? You were grounded for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 years. Let's go.
Welcome all to another video that'll give you many good reasons to never let your kid use the internet. Ever. Now, I thought I've seen it all in my video about the racist Mario rants, but apparently I have just barely scratched the edge of the surface. I know that nowadays we all like to use the term brain rot to describe the dumbest form of content.
We were looking at some brain rot meme slop last week. Yeah. You didn't want to watch this? Right. Wait. So I'm confused now. Give me one moment. Did we want to look at something else? If you don't. Oh, sorry. All right.
I sound like a 14-year-old, but my boobs are huge. Ooh.
The stuff we're about to cover today, in my opinion, pioneered what we now know as brain rot. These are the Caillou Bashers. Now here comes the obligatory section of the video where I describe what Caillou is to the 5 people who don't know.
Or Kalo, or Kalu, or Kiu, because, of course, the speech software doesn't know how to actually say it.
Caillou is a Canadian animated education-style series that aired in 1997 and stopped in 2011. It also aired in French.
Le parle français?
It premiered on Teletoons, but most people
I'm pretty sure a lot of
exposed
people
to
hate
the
it.
show on PBS Kids. The series follows a young boy named Caillou and his family as they just kind of go through life. I never watched a single episode of the show, but I can kind of get the appeal. It has this sort of comfy, cozy aesthetic to it, much like Thomas. And we all know how the Thomas fanbase is, so this community must go hard.
We need to look at Thomas the Dank Engine.
And have a mountain of love for the character that is Caillou. Well, let me tell you about a thing called Go Animate.
Oh, here
if
we
you
go.
were on YouTube in the early 2010s, you might have seen this thing lying around. This is Go Animate. It's also what hell looks like. This was a bare-bones animation software founded
Oh, so you mean like Cocomelon before Cocomelon was a thing.
in 2007, and when I say bare bones, I mean right down to the marrow. You just drag and drop your
My brother used to watch these all the time just because of how absurd that they are.
character that you can set with a dry
So I know that I bet they did. So I know a lot more about these than any normal person should be able to know.
selection of pre-animated emotes and text-to-speech voices. The program offered 3 different themes of animation style. The Lil Peeps theme, which looks like animated Funko Pops without limbs. The business
Papa's Pizzeria, Hot Doggeria looking asses. And then the business and then the business style.
friendly theme. This one was most likely intended to be used for company training or safety videos.
Stone
Because
Trek.
it's lifeless
I can
dull.
put that in the queue.
and boring and stale and boring and stale like a million more times.
Once upon a
and
time
of course,
life.
the most infamous, the Comedy World theme.
And this,
everyone
yeah.
has encountered this one.
I know all of the facial expressions that they make.
The Great
They're so
Value Family Guy looking ass theme.
Yes.
People would use this program
I know way too much about this.
and theme to make some of the most obscure and outlandish content that exists. You couldn't
These-
escape it. These videos were everywhere at the time. they would parody all sorts of content through GoAnimate, even using it as their personas sometimes. GoAnimate, which eventually rebranded to Vyond, also muddied the waters for some of its most diehard users, who were most likely kids.
No, I remember thinking to myself, I bet you did. No, I remember thinking to myself, it seems like a majority of the people that make these grounded videos seem to be like 4th grade, specifically British kids. And I know that they're British because they tend to use the word nappy instead of diaper.
Starting to charge people monthly for the program. A decision that was very controversial in the community. People would find their own loopholes around it, like making multiple accounts to milk the 2-week free trial. But it was about to get worse. Vyond decided to switch their program from Flash to HTML5, and
didn't like a lot of websites just stop using Flash altogether?
Didn't bother to port their most used themes, including Comedy World. But don't worry.
The fact that these even have names, I didn't even know that they had these names. I'm sorry I didn't bring it up earlier.
Very business-friendly survived.
You're telling me that?
People would use their not-so-legal methods to regain access to the themes, as well as remove the free trial watermark and just make the whole thing free altogether. Vyond would strike back with a vengeance, though. Eventually, some slick bastards made their own free downloadable animation software, which is just a vamped-up clone of GoAnimate, even including the aforementioned themes Vyond threw away. With this new program, which hopefully doesn't get slammed with a lawsuit by Vyond, it was back to business as normal. Now, remember I said the Caillou community would probably go hard? Well, it certainly does.
Yep.
Let's get this point out of the way. There was
like
a
hundreds
significant number of users who really hate Caillou. I mean, they really hate him. They want to
Oh, no, don't worry, you're good. But there's also just as many about Dora as well.
see this child, who is canonically 4 years old, grounded longer than any bloodline could last. They want to see him tortured and killed and punished over and over and over again. And for what, you might ask? Just kind of being bratty at times and...
Because he tried to change the school's name to Nick Jr.
not being punished for it. In the show, that is. But
He also wanted to watch Dora and Friends Into the City instead of Big Hero 6.
these people would make you believe that this kid is Pol Pot reincarnated.
Okay.
Just hours and hours of content that's virtually just torture porn.
Oh, Lord.
God, I'm starting to sound like Mr. Enter. Speaking of Mr. Enter, these users probably think Caillou had something to do with 9/11. So, in today's video,
No, that just... Why did that remind me of this one video that he... No, this one video that was made where he tried to delete apps like Google Play, and so they put him on an electric chair.
I'll be going over a few Caillou bashers and see how long it takes before the morphine kicks in. A little historical
Yes, we can. Don't you worry.
side note before we start. Around October of 2011, a little video titled Brian Gets Trouble at School was uploaded. Nowadays, this video seems very tame compared to the ones we talked about last time, but this video would set a bizarre standard for these type of videos from years to come. Character does something bad, gets grounded or punished by parents, always gets told to go to their room.
It's the same formula over and over again. It's like Power Rangers.
This video changed YouTube, and not really for the best. Someone would even do a more cinematic remake of it to really emphasize the impact of this video. This time the principal is the nostalgia critic for some reason.
Oh,
All
he is a nostalgia
Let's get into the
critic.
main course of this video. Also, big shout out to the GoAnipedia wiki page for being pretty much my main source for this video.
Of course
it makes
there's an
researching this madness
Anapedia.
much easier.
African vulture, huh?
Now,
Yes, when you repeat the same letter over and over again, and so the auto voice just repeats that letter. No, there was one where it seems that it was implied that they were spelling now, but they were elongating it so that it was like N-N-N-N-O-O-O and the W over and over again, and then it sounded like N-N-N-N-N-O-O-O-O-O-O-O W.
What I can tell, this person has a history of not taking any sort of criticism too well. She has sent her loyal fans to dislike brigade people who have made videos about her, and I myself am taking a risk even talking about her. Some might call her an opinion basher.
Opinion basher.
African Vulture is definitely the most well-known member of the grounded community. She is credited as starting the whole Caillou gets grounded trend. It's not just Caillou getting the brunt of the punishment, some of the time. She has grounded other characters, such as Sesame Street characters.
Of course. No, Dora is probably, like, right behind Caillou in terms of all this.
Pull over, elbow. You're driving like a lunatic.
Fuck you! Get the fuck away from me!
Dora.
You mean I am grounded for the rest of my life? That's right, Dora. Get to your room and never, ever come out.
Shit.
And, of course, Jeffy from SML.
Happy Thanksgiving, Jeffy. Jeffy, why did you make that turkey noise? You always make chicken cluck noises.
It's Turkey Day, not Chicken Day. Turkeys are for Thanksgiving, not chickens.
She's even playing the same stupid fuck shit ass music. I can't. She
Is
even
it?
does SMG4 style Mario bloopers in her own Go Animate style. Her profile pic is her own Go Animate OC, Mouthless Girl, who has her own series on the channel.
Does
She's
she?
retired like 3 times, but is still currently
3
active
times, but it's still
and making
active.
Caillou videos to this day.
Who'd have
Now,
thought?
like I've alluded to in the beginning of this section, African Vulture has been in quite a few scuffles with other creators over the years.
The fact that this is apparently it's a grown woman making these videos.
One feud she had was with a user named Geo, who went by the FanGuy123 at this time. This one started with Geo making a few critique videos on African Vulture's content, just calling it repetitive and boring, nothing too crazy.
You could say that about all of these channels, honestly.
African Vulture, though, took it very personally. She encouraged her fans to pretty much make this user's online life a living hell.
Oh, good
People would make dozens of their own Go Animate grounded videos.
And notice how they barely get any views. Granted, my videos don't get that many views, but I'm just saying.
On Geo, some of them going a little overboard.
We have read the news that a 13-year-old Derek Smith will be going to jail to see if he executed or not.
African Vulture was fully aware of the extent of the harassment and did little to stop it. Another notable Go animator got caught in the crossfires when they
Oh. So you want to watch... Oh, so you want to watch Don P. Bongwater, is that so?
made the grave decision to stick up for Geo during this drama. African Vulture has since scrubbed her channel of the whole incident, likely knowing she looked unfavorable here. She even sent her fans to harass another Go animator, GoTube, for simply making a YouTube poop parody of her. At one point, there was this infamous Go animator named PaperLuigi99, which, don't worry, we will get to, who made one especially bad Caillou punishment video, some parts containing light CP. Even notable members of the community hate this video and disavow it, and acknowledge that it goes way too far to punish a 4-year-old. Not African Vulture, though. She defended this video wholeheartedly.
Of course
So
she
that
did.
pretty much explains why the 3 Go animators are innocent, although their videos contain some fictional cartoon violence, just like horror and dark comedy. If you still don't like any of them, it's okay.
Woke X
Just
game
ignore them and move
developers.
them down.
There were a lot of people who also thought she got another Go animator terminated, but this was proven false. It goes to show how bad of a reputation she had, though. She didn't necessarily make herself look too innocent, though. Pyrocynical, who at the time was making Leafy's hairstyle commentaries, one of these videos covering African Vulture, simply titled The Worst YouTube Animation, definitely struck a nerve with her. She sent a
And no, Pyrocynical is very well known.
copyright notice to Pyro's video,
Lord.
which got it taken down. She would later apologize and retract it.
Oh,
Pyro
Lord.
re-uploaded the video and had this to say.
Just a quick update before I start today's video. This video was actually uploaded yesterday, but it was only out for about 2 hours before it got a copyright strike from African Vulture. She later apologized and said that she didn't mean to strike the video. She's filed a
sure
retraction,
she
so the
didn't.
strike should be removed soon, but I don't know how long that will take, so I'm just going to go ahead and re-upload the video myself.
African Vulture even had her channel hijacked for a bit. The
Oh.
channel was renamed to Tesla
Tesla Finance. Oh my god, I wasn't expecting all this to happen.
Finance, then renamed back to African Vulture just a short time later.
Good lord. Okay, who's next? Oh, Paper Luigi. Okay. Of course he's holding a lightsaber.
This next one is a bit controversial. Paper Luigi 99 has made perhaps the most infamous of the Caillou grounded videos, his most well-known being Caillou's Ultimate Punishment Day. This one goes way, way too hard with the punishments.
Does
I
it?
really don't think I can even get into how bad these punishments are. I mean, just look at this list I found.
Okay, do we even want to go through this ledge? I just saw being thrown off the Burj Khalifa.
Of the most gruesome things to happen to him in just this video alone. It's been taken
Oh, hell no.
down and re-uploaded a few times for archival purposes, I'm sure.
Archival purposes.
But most of the community, besides African Vulture, really don't like this 52-minute long grounded epic. Paper Luigi 99 became public enemy #1 in the Vion/Go Animate community for quite a while. There were countless amounts of rant videos and grounded videos made about Paper Luigi. There's even an IMDb page on Caillou's Ultimate Punishment Day.
Why is there an IMDb page on this?
People even make
4.2 out of 10. It's better than Velma.
counter videos to Paper Luigi's Caillou punishments where they unground Caillou and execute Paper Luigi 99.
How the tides have turned.
Pretty tense stuff.
No Paper Luigi 99. Yes, Caillou, good job for saying no Paper Luigi 99 because he's a bad user.
1/2.
You're ungrounded. You can do whatever you want. Thanks, Dad.
Oh lord.
What?
I don't even know what.
Very well.
Harry Strack.
Harry Strack started cooking up Go animations back in 2019, and by 2021 he was already making his own grounded videos. The first one being Caillou gets grounded for nothing.
Nothing.
Damn, he doesn't even have to do anything. He's even done grounded videos based on other children's TV characters, such as Dora and Little Bill. But come on, what do you think ranks in more of the views?
God damn it. Barry is on summer vacation, and he is now going to be uploading more of his cribby gaming videos such as Mario, Kirby, etc.
Etc.
Yes, Harry Strack
No, whenever they say things, they have to say the title of the whole thing.
himself appears as a character to fall victim to Caillou's misbehavior.
Of course
He's
he
very
does.
much inspired by the likes of Paper Luigi 99, and a lot of these Go Animate videos try to go a little too hard with the punishments, as usual.
I love you so much, Chuck E. Jesus.
I don't understand what's going on here. Stop crying, you little bitch.
Jesus fucking Christ. I don't feel satisfied after watching that. I just feel dirty and bad.
I just feel confused, and now I see
Caillou
Fred.
brainwashes Fred to give Cody the Animator 2K4 a concussion / dismembered by Fred.
Okay.
Sure, why not?
Whenever they take jabs at each other.
Hi Fred. What are you doing? Concussion time, you little piece of shoot.
I'm pretty sure no amount of context will be able to make the
He's
sense
even got
of
a
this.
couple of series based on characters of his own, including one based around Harry Strack himself, titled, what else? Harry Strack. A show where Harry and his family just kind of go through life. Kind of sounds familiar. Not really sure how his parents and relatives feel about their likeness being used in this dystopian-looking-ass show, or if they're even aware of it, but one episode depicts Harry's backstory. It starts with his mother's water breaking and him being born, then right to what his first TV show was. Age, Harry had a hyperfixation with Thomas the Tank Engine. Nothing special to say about this video, but this one part kind of cracked me up. Harry gets insanely furious when his teacher has the fucking nerve to read Goldilocks and the Three Bears, and not a book about the train show.
Alright class, now I will read you the Goldilocks and the Three Bears story.
He is depicting this like this is the worst thing that's ever happened to him. Harry went through
It's worse than when Oko Pataki got a B+ in Elizabethan poetry.
a handful of different username changes before finally settling on Harry Strack the Go Animator. He even made a movie. Well, calling it a movie might be being a little bit too generous. The film is called The Harry Strack Movie, The Troublemaker's Big Revenge, 2022.
How big?
Full movie. And
Marvel Inc. got shit on this.
yes, I watched the whole thing. And that's 72 minutes that I'll never get back. Our guy Harry even ran into a bit of a kerfuffle when he posted Caillou gets grounded Caillou's birthday punishment day. In this video, the punishments go a little too far for showing Caillou getting neutered. Yeah.
Ninth punishment. Me, Leo, 20 times. And Sarah
What is this? This is absurd.
Whiny bald head.
Holy fucking shit! After hitting 10k subscribers, Harry celebrated by uploading Caillou and Dora put their teachers in a volcano /
What?
day, as one does.
Of course.
Oh my god. Me and Mrs. Christina got revived from burning to death in the volcano. Who revived us?
It was me who revived you two with Go Animate Logic, Mrs. Martin and Mrs. Christina. We revived you to help us give Caillou and Dora a punishment day for killing you guys.
Alright, Boris.
I just can't.
I could, honestly. Go to.
Make sure to like, subscribe, turn on the...
No,
Now
I'm
we get to
good.
probably the most influential member of the Go Animate community, GoTo. The story of this one is interesting, in an innocent way. This guy is definitely the tamest of the Caillou bashers.
Is he?
GoTube is just here to have a good time, and his grounded videos are mostly satirical and self-aware from what I can tell.
Rosie, you are grounded for thousands of centuries. I can't believe you did this.
Caillou, thank you so much.
the aversion of expectations.
These are made for the meme of it, as they used to say. GoTube started off on a channel called Lukester in 2013, which made just random content until he decided to dip his toes into GoAnimate in 2016. He'd post tutorial videos on GoAnimate related subjects, and even gained the attention of Mr. Fizzycat, who would become close with and even changed his channel name to align with GoTube. Lukester would change the name of his channel to Luke Does Gaming, then to Luke Animates, and Mr. Fizzycat would do the same, changing his name to Brent Does Gaming, then to Brent Animates. These two would build a bond and help each other out in any way they could. In 2018, Luke Animates would create a second channel as sort of a test for the algorithm, this channel being called GoTube. He posted a video titled, Caillou Gets Bullied/Grounded Big Time.
Big
he made
time.
The channel.
Because all the other times that he got grounded were certainly just not enough.
Uploaded the video and just completely forgot about it, until one fateful day when he decided to check his accounts and saw that the GoTube channel had gained almost 9,000 subscribers, plus 1 million views on the Caillou vid. Needless
No, I'm trying to think about myself. I ain't got shit. And this guy just gets everything all at once.
to say, this became Luke Animate's main channel now. GoTube would go all in on the grounded videos, even making an original character, Bob, who served as Caillou's nemesis, I believe.
Nemesis.
Could I please have one Happy Meal too?
Yeah, coming right up. Just a warning though, it's about 40,000 calories per serving, so just sign this release form so we aren't responsible.
Goodness gracious, is that Caillou coming into McDonald's? My turn, my territory, to ruin my day. No, no, no. This just will not do.
He runs the GoAnipedia fandom wiki. He has made channels dedicated to teaching people how to use GoAnimate and make videos, and even how to archive them. He's also a developer at Rapper Offline.
Oh, so he's at the... So he's one of the people that run the knockoff website.
The software used to make these videos. He'll even shine a light on the little guy just starting out on their career. Overall, he seems like a pretty cool dude. Fingers crossed it remains that way. He's also the only one in this video that doesn't seem to take Go animations too seriously. Now let's talk about Jay Kaiser.
Why is this taking so long?
That's a real...
Why is it taking so long?
That sounds like your problem.
Finally.
Why do you have so many tabs open?
Oh yes, I finally get to talk about this character. I hope he can handle my opinion better than he can handle Chinese people.
Really?
Oh.
China? Really, China? Really, China?
It wasn't even China's fault. It was Randy Marsh.
Really, China?
Jay Kaiser created his self-titled channel in 2017, then would later change it to Jay the Austin Dillon Fan 99. With his first
Austin
upload
Dillon?
being top 10 worst NASCAR crashes.
So, today I'm going to be listing the top 10 worst crashes in NASCAR history. Note, please respect my opinion on them.
As you can tell, the guy has quite a unique way of speaking, which I'm not going to give him shit for. That would be just mean. What I will harp on, though, is the type of videos this man makes. He mainly does commentary/reactions and rants, but he started off doing salutes, which is pretty much the opposite of a rant. In his salute videos, he'll praise certain things such as NASCAR, kid shows, Go animators, even Caillou at one point. But it's been disowned, which is another
Wait, that actually reminds me of another YouTuber, but I'm not gonna say who that is.
term I often see to describe older videos these users aren't so proud of. He's even saluted... Super Mario Logan, of fucking course. Literally can't escape it.
Super Mario Logan? Wow, this user rocks. This user makes Mario videos.
The fact... No, I remember watching Super Mario Logan way back in the day. The fact that they're still active is kind of surprising to me.
But overall, the channel started off pretty positive for the most part, until a few years in where the bitterness and rants started to rear its ugly head. All of a sudden, Jay Kaiser became the big raging crybaby of the community.
Hey, stop saying the N-word. That's racist.
If feeding the trolls was a person, he would
I'm too old for a lot of things.
be Jay Kaiser. I mean, just look at a few snippets I put together of this man's rage.
Are you serious, Caillou? Did you just bash Dahlia's opinion on Dora the Explorer? Wow, just wow. Opinion basher much?
He is racist towards Chinese people?
What is he even talking about?
That's because my prom got canceled because of the coronavirus pandemic. That's why I had to put the hashtag kill Chinese people.
Oh, good lord.
I did not say the N-word recently. I said it 16 months ago. So
I see why he's being
better stop saying that
called
you say the
out.
N-word right now, or else I'm gonna have to bully you. You hear me? I will bully you. Ow! Stop denying my apologies right now! If you don't stop, I'll have to bully you! Stop denying my apologies right
I'm not apologizing to you. Why don't you go ahead and bully me? I need the attention.
now! Stop it now! If you don't stop, I will have to make it grant on you. So stop it now! I can't stop! I can't you! And this is my reason why I like this assembly! Stop calling me!
Oh, no. I can imagine.
He really hates
when they had good games.
being called JJ Kaiser the Jet Plane, and he'll
JJ Kaiser the jet plane, huh?
be sure to remind you of that over and over and over again. So please, stop it guys. It really bothers him.
Hey, JJ Kaiser the jet plane, are you watching this video?
Also uses the weirdest methods of making a video I've ever seen. I would describe it as live editing. Like, you know how I'll occasionally cut to Jarek from Mortal Kombat when I'm talking? Well, Jay Kaiser does something kinda similar. Take a look.
Vulgar commentary is going to fucking suck JJ Kaiser the jet plane and...
No, your commentary will suck. And don't you dare call me JJ Kaiser the jet plane. You should know by now that that word is so overused, that name is so overused and cringeworthy these days.
To anyone who likes Jay Kaiser, then go rape Fallout's girlfriend Lynn Kaya Brown.
Dude, you should know by now that
I think I see what he's doing
you're a pervert.
He just kind of...
So he's just going back and forth between the video and
goes to another
pretending that those characters are his
the
avatars.
Google image preloaded to represent him speaking. Bizarre stuff. Of course he uses the opinion basher terms and the, you know who likes this user, you know who hates this video, shit.
Do you know who likes the show? JJ the Hershey Chocolate fan 2006, Caleb the Rock Paper Scissors fan, Karen Cute Core Artist, Kenyon the Raccoon, Phone Number Arts and Crafts Productions, Janice XO, King of Adrian the Party Boy, Trevor Walk 612, TKO Z9, Magic Win.
Dude, we get it. Much like one-up films and
I don't know who any of these
Mr.
people
Kaiser
are.
is just interesting to listen to. Now the funniest
It's not really that interesting.
thing is, I don't think Jay Kaiser is a Caillou basher. There are a lot of videos where he criticizes certain Go animators for going too far with punishing Caillou. He's even made a video with his hand-drawn character breaking Caillou out of jail.
The one who will be breaking Caillou out of jail is Tara. So Tara, take it away.
Oh my god, Caillou, are you okay?
Sure, but that's not to say he isn't a bit of a Caillou hater.
Plus, I do not threaten to chop private parts off now, do I? No.
This dude will respond to any Go Animate rant video made about him. He takes these videos like they're a legit threat. He's used
I need him to take. I need him to take this stream as a threat.
multiple different characters as a vessel to air out his grievances, such as Homer Simpson, Mickey Mouse, his Powerpuff Girls OC, and sometimes random NASCAR drivers. He seems to be genuinely distressed a lot of the time, and I really hope this guy seeks help and maybe just gets off the internet, for the better.
I see.
On the ground.
Is this
Stop
the
right
last
there.
person?
You both are under arrest for littering the pizza on the ground.
But officer,
Now, I'll be honest, this guy isn't that unique from some of the users we just discussed. I just didn't know who to end the video on, plus I had already put him in the thumbnail before making this video, so let's go. Roku started off making Yandere-chan Gets Grounded videos, which I couldn't be bothered to look up what that even is. Then, of
Okay.
course, went on that Caillou grind, along with Dora and Little Bill. He even
What is it with Little Bill? I used to like Little Bill as a kid.
gets compared to Paper Luigi 99, with his videos often being extremely violent. No shit. One really bad one even involved Dora. I guess he was also accused of being a fucking cannibal.
Really?
But this was proven to be blown out of proportion.
Sounds like Jackal's kind of guy.
Well, guys, I think that about wraps it up. Honestly, I've only ever scratched the surface of this whole
Yeah,
Go
this
Anime
is scratching the
thing.
surface.
If I included everyone that is questionable in this community, this video would be over 3 hours, and I don't think.
We just got done on a video about Caillou Go Animate Grounded videos and the YouTubers that make them. I've got some other videos that we can look at today. If Wolfie Kami's still in the chat, we can watch something that is actually pleasant on the eyes. We can look at, I kind of want to watch this video about what language do they speak in Avatar: The Last Airbender, because I think that it would sound like a lot of fun. But, yeah, because... Oh, you have something? You can recommend anything if you can recommend whatever. I just have these as just in case nobody really had. I think was it Jackal who mentioned something called Stone Trek. But if you have something, lay it on me. I'm all ears. If it is something pleasant to the eyes, I'm all for it. I just want to make sure that we have something to look at. But I do eventually want to get to at least a few of these other videos, even if it's not all of them. Just whatever happens to be on the... Let me go and check everything. Make sure everything is all right. I Can't Even by Sam Tybor? Excuse me. Here, let me go ahead and check for that. No. Oh. You plead the third. Okay. All right. Well, it looks like we're going to look at some more. We're going to look at what looks like a vector from Despicable Me. Only a bit more lacking, only even more lacking a chin.
OMG, Stacy. What, Betty? Ben totally just texted me right now, and I can't even. Can't even what? Even. Like, I just can't even. Oh, like you literally can't even. Yeah, okay. Well, what should I say? I'm like so excited to talk to him. Girl, don't say anything. What? Anything. Nothing? Do not say anything. Like literally nothing. Yeah, why? Because then it'll make you sound interested. I am interested.
So this is more appealing to you than Go Animate. How long have I had it? No, I've had it since May, at least. Since May of this year. Oh, don't worry. There's plenty of things I want to talk about, but right now we're going to look at a little bit of brain rot before we continue on.
No. Oh, girl, you want to lead him on as much as possible. But what if he doesn't text me again? Oh, he will. You sure? Yeah. OMG, he totally texted me back. No way. Yes. What? I literally can't even. Me too, girl. No, like literally. Yeah. Like you don't even understand how much I can't even. That's insane. If there's a scale.
Is this where the phrase "I can't even" originates from?
From 1 to even, I can't. That's a lot. I'm literally so much right now. Okay.
Literally. Because, literally.
And I'm dead. Wow. I'm literally can't evening. It didn't even happen to me and I'm not evening. Oh, gee, I can't even. Oh my goodness, I am dead. What? He sent me a winky face. And I can't. A winky face? Oh, I'm dying. I'm literally can't dying. Girl, that's amazing. Okay. Oh, I can't.
Stone Trek. Okay.
Even. I'm seriously dying. I'm odding. I'm like literally. I really am dying. Are you okay? Betty, let's get some Starbucks.
Okay. I think this is... Oh, I accidentally put it on too fast. Is there an epilogue? Okay. That wasn't supposed to happen.
I'm literally can't evening.
You can't even in the evening. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. Here, well, if you want to watch it one more time, this time slowed down.
Stacy, what, Betty? Ben totally just texted me right now. And
Nothing wrong with
the
what? Jokes didn't land, sorry.
Even. Like, I just can't even. Oh, like you literally can't even. Yeah.
No, this guy's face. No, what is it reminding me of? No, this reminds me of something. No, it's on the tip of my tongue, but
well,
I don't know what it is. I already said that this reminds me of Vector, but...
I'm like so excited to talk to him. Girl, don't say anything. What? Anything. Nothing? Do not say anything. Like literally nothing. Yeah, why? Because then it'll make you sound interested. I am interested. No, you're not. Oh. Girl, you want to lead him on as much as possible. But what if he doesn't text me again? Oh, he will. You sure? Yeah. OMG, he totally texted me back. No way. Yes. What? I literally can't
that
even.
Face.
Me too, girl. No, like literally? Yeah. Like you don't even understand how much I can't even. That's insane. If there's a scale from 1 to even, I can't. That's a lot. I'm literally so much right now. And I'm dead. Wow. I'm literally can't evening. It didn't even happen to me and I'm not evening. Oh, gee, I can't even. Oh my goodness, I am dead. What? He sent me a winky face. And I can't. A winky face? Oh, I'm dying. I'm literally can't dying. Girl, that's amazing. Oh, I can't. Even. I'm seriously dying. I'm odding. I'm like literally. I really am dying. Are you okay? Betty, let's get some Starbucks.
Okay. Okay, that was actually much better. Oh my god. Oh my god. And then there's a video on the side of him reacting to his old videos. Oh god. I can't evening right
I'm literally can't evening.
Okay. The age of 11 years ago, it says, which is 2014. I was still in high school when this was out. All right, we're going to look at Stone Trek. Apparently, it's older than YouTube. So, I'm curious to see what that entails. If it's... Oh, I'm guessing it's this. If it's a Flintstones parody, I guess we can watch this now. We'll watch this, and then we'll look for something else. Like, no, I can't. I can't even in the evening. It's evening out in the evening, and I can't even. All right, we'll look at Stone Trek episode. We'll look at the first, yes, Hanna-Barbera Trek.
Captain's log, stone date 555-1879 BC. Hey, wow. That's that one gal's telephone number.
This sounds like it's older than you two, just based on the audio. Is this a Newgrounds thing? Because I'm not old enough to remember something like that.
Anyway, we found a planet, and Mr. Sprock has taken a dropping party down to investigate, or whatever it is he likes to do when this happens.
I see. Dead red shirts. You were 10? Stats for yes. Antenna bad. Retaliate must. Oh.
Fascinating.
You know, there is, I remember hearing about some theory that the Jetsons and the Flintstones take place in the same universe. 3 guys in a stone ship. You say it's a stone ship, but the exterior is made of wood. Okay. Easy sound effect. The deadly ears.
All right, Sprock. What did you do to yourself this time? You got stung in the ears by alien bees. Can you believe it?
I have no idea. What does that even mean?
His ears? Oh, no. Listen to that weirdly placed heart of his, okay. Give him a life-saving blood transfusion, maybe. But touch those pointed monstrosities. Damn it, Jim. I'm a doctor, not a Q-tip.
As usual, the good doctor is utilizing his vast medical skills to his utmost ability.
Silence, Sprock, and put some clothes on. It's only your ears. But what are we gonna do?
I don't know anything about Star Trek, so I can't really comment on anything that's going on or what who these characters are supposed to be.
Ooh, I need him in the bridge cave. You can have him. My book is cleared for duty. Sprock, wait up. Bridge cave. It looks like the swelling is going down in your ears, Sprock. Yeah. I wish the swelling would go down in my tail.
Okay, Squidward.
Mr. Sprock, get off my helmsman and navigate. You want us to crash into something?
I see.
My apologies, Captain, but my ears
Star Trek TOS out of context.
Swelling at an ever-increasing rate.
I'll say, whoa! Abandon bridge cave.
Intruders of the sky. TBC. Except the video isn't even over yet. Also missing 90%. Is that so? How much longer? I don't know. We could probably look at the rest another time. I just kind of wanted to check it out real quick. Let me... let's look at... oh, it was very cerebral. Okay. TOS out of context. Alright, we'll look at this top one here.
I'll take you home again, Kathleen.
The explosive. Very well, Captain.
Who wants to counteract paradise, Jim boy?
You come back in, is it? Well, don't stop. Here I am.
You must be Captain Kirk of the Starship Enterprise.
Gentlemen.
What? Then again, I saw this in the thumbnail, so I shouldn't be too surprised. Okay.
What is it, Scotty? Transporter breakdown, sir. Continue circuit testing.
Just
We beamed
zooms
up
in.
this animal.
What the hell is that? All except for Voyager. I see. The dog. You see, Stewie Griffin had a very exhausting day because he was hanging out with the cast of Star Trek The Next Generation, but they kept asking for a Shamrock Shake in September, and they wanted to McDLT or whatever the hell, and Stewie was all like, "No McDonald's anywhere says a McDLT!"
Comment.
Very bad poetry, Captain.
How do Vulcans choose their mates? Haven't you wondered?
And just a giant hand.
Kill me!
My chicken sandwich and coffee.
Charlie, what's wrong?
Okay. Not Nosferatu. The cheeky smile. And he has a goatee now.
Yep.
Hip, 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 hurrah.
Hurrah.
Tally-ho.
And I believe it's pronounced tally-ho.
I am Apollo. I've chosen you.
Well, I'm sure that's very flattering, but I must get on with my work now.
Come in. Yes, Mr. Spock, what is it?
Is there something I can do for you, Captain?
Like what?
Everyone is.
I have a tongue. Good.
You will be taught how to use it.
I'm not providing adequate enough commentary to this. And a bunny.
Look.
Throw this switch, and the Enterprise should answer.
That was the Jailbreakers with their latest recording on Request Time, brought to you by Bang Bang, the makers of the sweetest little automatic in the world.
What the devil is this? Green leaves?
It's dietary salad, sir. Dr. McCoy ordered your diet card changed.
It's just a green salad. Right. Which, oh my god. Alright, now they're all starting to pop up in my recommend. Well, that was certainly out of context, to the point to where even I don't even know what was supposed to go on. But, let's see, what else we got? Until it got reruns. Oh, that reminds me of this. I can imagine, oh, that's what happened with Family Guy, actually. When Family Guy, they started airing Family Guy on Adult Swim, that's when it started to get popular again. But, okay. Now I actually do want to get on with this video about the language that they speak in Avatar: The Last Airbender. Because we know that it's very, like, East Asian inspired, and they use Chinese characters and everything. But that doesn't necessarily mean that it's Chinese. So I really want to check this out. If anyone has other requests, we can get to them after this. But let's go ahead and get started on this.
Okay, this might sound kind of stupid, but what language are the characters in the Avatar universe speaking? Not the blue people one, we already know a lot about that. I'm talking about Avatar: The Last Airbender. The creators of the show have said that the main four cultures, water, fire...
Oh, yeah, they're all based on, like, different culture. Yeah, they're all... I'm sorry, anyone who knows about the Avatar series will know this.
Earth and air are derived from Inuit, Chinese, Japanese, and Tibetan cultures for the most part. But everybody in the world appears to speak the same language and read a script that at least looks like the Chinese lithography. So I have some observations that led me to some questions and an idea. Hey everybody, welcome to Avatar: The Last Airbender is one of my favorite shows of all time. I know, I'm so quirky and original. Nobody's ever had that opinion before. I remember when I was first watching it, I noticed a couple things about the use of language in the story. First, there were the waterbending scrolls, which were written using Chinese characters. And then later on during the Serpent's Pass episode, there was a scene where Sokka reads a sign that says, "Abandon hope," with characters also written in Chinese.
Oh, yeah.
I actually asked a couple people in Big Lang who know Chinese if those actually were Chinese text, and yeah, it actually was Chinese text. So there is that. But that doesn't answer the question, okay?
So are they Chinese or Japanese?
I'm just gonna say, okay, yeah, I guess they're just speaking Chinese. No. It's not that simple, okay? Nowadays, I know how the phonology of Mandarin Chinese works, but...
No, they actually use, like Agni Kai. This is... Agni is the Sanskrit word for fire, and I know that Kai... And I don't remember what Kai means, though.
Back when I was a little kid, I had a twinge of doubt in my head when I heard that the formal duel in the Fire Nation is called an Agni Kai. I'm sure Kai could be a Japanese or a Chinese word, but Agni? I'm sure most of my viewers are already into linguistics, but just in case the algorithm catches some people who are new to this...
The ocean? What ocean? No, we are Laotian! Just so you know, he's Japanese. No, he ain't! He's Laotian, aren't you, Mr. Khan? I'll have a Mai Tai.
Agni contains a consonant cluster that isn't permitted in Mandarin or Chinese, that being the Gna cluster. And, oh yeah, Agni is also the Sanskrit word for fire.
Yes.
In fact, that's like the name of a Hindu god of fire.
Yeah.
So I guess thematically it kind of fits in. And I guess, you know, Sanskrit was spoken in India, which is just also generally Asia, right?
Generally Asia.
So I guess if you assume that the Fire Nation is actually a combination of like Japan and India, maybe it works, maybe? I don't know, but this casual discrepancy, just to include a word that etymologically means fire in a world where everything else seems pretty much random, really got me thinking. What language do the people in this world actually speak? There are literally no stakes to this, and believe me, the end result is terrifying. I just thought this would be funny.
The result is terrifying.
Okay,
oh, I'm excited.
Funny. I love the show. I'm cracking jokes because I really, really wish that the show actually had a real Con Lang. Since it doesn't,
that would have been amazing.
Plot twist. I'm taking matters into my own hands. So, buckle up. Part 1. All of the non-English words in Avatar.
Let's go.
So, to get started on this, I figured it would be helpful to put together a little corpus of all of the non-English words that are used in Avatar. Some of the most obvious examples include Agni Kai, right? The fire duel. Tui and La, the ocean and moon spirits. Ko, the face stealer. Ba Sing Se,
the impenetrable city. They don't call it Na Sing Se, which means penetrable city.
Penetrable city, which they definitely don't call Na Sing Se, which means penetrable city. That becomes important later. Hold on to that. But there are also naming conventions to consider, especially when looking at the phonologies of native names in the Four Nations.
Yeah.
So if we look at the entire series, we can make 4 lists of names, words, and phrases associated with each culture. I read the script for literally the entire series to put together.
No, you did the whole deep dive. We can appreciate that.
Decently comprehensive list. I used the transcripts available on the Avatar fandom wiki. I'm sorry, it was just really convenient. So a few names of locations and people that are never spoken out loud but are somehow known by the fandom might have trickled into this list too, since I couldn't tell if I missed something or if those extra names were just kind of added in and this was time-consuming enough of an endeavor that I didn't really bother to do a second comb through of the entire series to check. So I think I got all of it. Not too much, not too little. I think. So deal with that, okay? Also, I'm not doing this for Korra or the comics. This is already taking way longer than I thought it was going to take.
That would be a bit much.
For the Water Tribe, which the creators of the show have been quoted as having taken extreme inspiration from various Inuit and Yupik cultures. We have this whole list here. Most of them names. Sokka, Katara, Hakoda, Bato, stuff like that. Then we have the Earth Kingdom, which is inspired by...
And the Earth Kingdom is very, very big.
The cultures of China and just the Sinosphere in general. Yeah. And we have this big old list, mostly of names, but a lot of locations, things like that.
I apologize, it's going too fast.
There's the Fire Nation, descretion, which is supposedly based on Japanese culture.
That it's supposed to be based on there is no war in Ba Sing Se because the Earth King has invited you to Lake Laogai.
Chinese culture and various other East and Southeast Asian elements. So, got that list right there. And finally, the smallest list, the air nomads, who are supposed to have similar traits to...
Yip yip! And Appa, Gyatso. Now, Gyatso is the last name of the Dalai Lama. His name is Tenzin Gyatso.
Right? Not too much on that front, for obvious reasons, lore-wise. These weren't perfect characterizations. We can't really confirm the birthplace of every minor character that appears on screen, and several characters straddle the lines between the nations. Also, it became pretty clear to me that, other than tending to have names with an average of, say, 1.5 syllables, there really was no major correlation between the names of the spirits. So instead of having them in their own category, I just kind of put them in the regions which they were accessed or communicated with the most frequently in the series. So, once I had that, I then went about creating phoneme tables for each of the foreign nations' supposed languages. There were a few names that were debatably either just English words or in-world words, so I opted to just phonemically convert all of them to yield a consistent result. With all that out of the way, here are the phonologies of the foreign nations.
Okay. You guys might not some of you might not understand how sound charts work.
Plot twist, they all pretty much match with English. The show is in English, though of course, as we know, as researchers here, that's obviously just a dub from this creation, this language.
I think Tolkien did that with Lord of the Rings. Like, they have their own languages, but they just uses English as a form of convenience. And this is to the point to where even the names aren't, the English names that we have for them, like Frollo and all that, aren't necessarily their real names.
That was definitely made for the show, right? Anyway, the show is in English from our perspective. Most of the voice actors speak English as their first language, so it isn't too surprising that the phonologies overall overlap with things compatible with English. So here's the Water Tribe phonology. Unsurprisingly, all of these sounds are compatible with English, all of them. How does this compare to the phonology of the languages of the creator's stated influences? Well, okay, so...
Okay, no, we have this sha sound, this ja sound, and then this sha, and then there's the ra and cha and all of that.
For, say, North Slope Inupiaq's consonants, we have an 8 out of 26 match. Not great. For Inuktitut, we have a 9 out of 17 match. That's a little bit above 50%, right? That's pretty decent.
I see.
And don't get me started on Central Alaskan Yupik, though.
Central Alaskan Yupik, where we have labialized consonants over here.
Where we're sitting at a whopping 8 out of 32, or a 25% match. So, at best, the consonant phonemes of Inuktitut are the closest to matching what the Water Tribe has presented to us. From a cursory glance, Inuktitut phonotactics are a slightly closer match as well, and aesthetically, the use of doubled letters, which I'm generously assuming the Water Tribe used to denote geminated consonants, even though that's definitely not how it works, considering the names we hear in the show.
Like Sokka instead of Sokka.
They actually sound, but still, it's at least a decent shout out to how Inuktitut text looks when you're reading it. Now, we have no grammar to compare from the Water Tribe, so we can't really go much further than that. Now, the Earth Kingdom's phonology, right? Let's look at that real quick. Now, let's compare this to Mandarin Chinese's phonemes. Okay, so for the consonants, it's not terrible.
Yeah.
If you tried speaking Chinese with an English phonology, it would come out pretty similar, right? The vowels are also a decent match. Except, of course, for the complete lack of tones.
Yeah.
Again, though, if you spoke Chinese with an English speaker's phonology and the tones vanish, I guess the result would actually not be too far off. The spelling and the orthography gets extremely inconsistent for vowels, though, right? Both AO and OW for the ow diphthong, right?
Yeah.
I guess we're just kind of having fun there. Now,
because I'm Admiral Zhao, the Moon Slayer.
Fire Nation phonology. Now, let's try matching this, what I found here, the Fire Nation's phonology, with, say, Japanese.
Yeah, Japanese is fairly
This one can
simple.
also be stretched a little bit. I couldn't even give it like a % match score, though, because so many of Japanese's sounds have places or manners of articulation just slightly off from English's. I could almost give it a pass, except for the Fire Nation's clear ra versus la distinction.
Oh, yeah, because we have Azula and Azolan, right?
That's a little egregious if you're trying to be Japanese. The vowels are okay, even though the spelling, especially for gets a little crazy if you follow how they're spelled in the script for the show. In air
and then, like, certain names have certain pronunciations that are more anglicized, like Ty Lee and May.
Nomads. We didn't have too much to go off of for the air nomads, presumably mostly because they were too dead to see more of their speakers on screen. But let's compare the consonants of Tibetan, just because that's the most obvious comparison. If we stretch it, we can get the match rate to around 8 out of 29, 6 out of 29 if I'm being less generous. I really can't say too much about this since we're lacking a sufficient amount of information. However, with all this in mind, there's one glaring issue with trying to come up with 4 languages. Everyone in the world can understand each other perfectly fine.
Yeah.
It's all actually just one language. No character ever has a language barrier with another one in this show, ever. Some characters are shown to have accents, but this is most likely just to add vibes to specific character. Like, there's no actual reason Iroh speaks the way he does, while Zuko
It's because he's always coming up with proverbs.
just sounds like an edgy American teen, other than because Iroh is supposed to be the wise old man. You know, the people in the swamp have southern U.S. accents, probably just because they live in a swamp. So at the end of the day,
because they have all sorts of weather balloons and swamp gas from Uranus.
comparing the names and scant phrases from the show to real-world languages that match the creator's cultural inspirations is kind of useless at the end. Obviously, everybody in this world, even the spirits, speak the same language. I'll assume some spirit shenanigans caused this, or maybe the fact that a bunch of people have powers that can allow them to travel vast distances quickly has, like, prevented linguistic divergence beyond that, or just dialects.
Okay, it wouldn't surprise me if there were spirit influence.
Let's just kind of throw that aside for now. How about, instead of having 4 separate phonologies, let's put them all together, not removing any, but widening the phoneme pool as much as possible to create one single list for the language that everyone in this world speaks.
The universal elemental consonants are m, n, ng, p, b, t, d, k, g.
We have to go through them one by one, huh?
Z, ch, j, sh, h, r, l, y, w. And the vowels are e, u, a, o. Debatably a, ah. All right,
Making the words. Let's go.
List for the Avatar elemental language.
Because I know that the woman's name was Oma and the man's name was Shu, and so they created Omashu as a monument to their love.
Let's see what we got here. We're gonna go on over to nga.org, and we're gonna go on to the nga.org word generator, which exists if you didn't know it exists. And we're gonna go on down to the word generator, and we're gonna start inserting our consonants and vowels. And I'm doing this.
So we're just making a conlang just straight up.
Actually, I don't know. It's so inconsistent the way the orthography is. It's like, just wait till we get to like the letter K. It's like so inconsistent.
Oh, Lord.
I really don't know what to do about that. So let's keep it with phoneme symbols for now.
Oh yeah. Damn it. I don't think you realize something, Jackal. Nothing happened in Tiananmen Square on that year. If you say there did, then you would get negative 1 trillion social credit points, and your execution date would be now. Pancakes.
Gajin, Zungi, Tyro, Banzu, Unagi, Kiyoshi. I think that might be it. Those are the only ones that can... Yeah, look, Monkey. All the silent H's that are just floating around.
Monkey and the Rough Rhinos. They're a very prominent singing group.
Match with the aesthetic. Instead of the long vowels being represented with double letters,
didn't even
I should
know.
just have the H's be in there. I feel like that honestly makes more sense. Or is it literally just the nasals and then sa and ga?
Just mutating.
I think it is. I think it is. And then there's
we forgot some phonemes.
One like weird example of one of the names of the air nomads, which is like EO. I guess in that sense, I can't do the H thing. Well, I can. I could just have them mean the same thing. I guess I could just have those in there as well, right? And just imply that maybe something is hypothetically different.
What are you talking about?
Different about it. Oh, it's a Gyatso, isn't it? I did all of that for Gyatso. Okay, I'm just gonna consider that 2 syllables because that's how I say it anyway. Instead of Gyatso, I'm just gonna call it Gyatso.
Yeah, I know, Jackal.
Gyatso, and we're just gonna call that 2 different syllables. And look at that, literally just halved the total possible syllables, just like that. And then I'm going to change NC to just T, and that reduces it down to a much more stable 3,168. So let's see what our actual possible words are. Bang, bice, bow, 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 bow. Okay.
We're just coming up with a bunch of random.
Moi, mo, moi, mois. Okay, this is more like what I was looking for. This is a lot better. And again, even that is technically, more than what the actual word count is, because I've considered these long vowels in quotation marks to just be, the same thing, whether it's an IH, UH, EH, OH, AH, or like the doubled letters, which means I have a much more narrow and usable pool of words to choose from. I'm actually kind of satisfied with this. Okay, now comes the fun part. Now
okay, here we go.
Those base roots into here as the elemental roots in the dictionary.
So we're just going to make up words for this language. Water tank trucks are not clean and we're used for
we're going to then give them each an ID number. Then instead of what I usually do on my dictionary documents, where I have like
you're just talking to each other?
Whether it's a noun, a verb, etc., etc., etc. On this one, I'm just going to give each one a part of speech marker and a meaning, because there's so many words that could have like identical sounds, and I'll just give them like one of the multiple different alternative spellings if it's applicable. If not, then whatever, I don't care. This we're just gonna get done pretty quickly. And now, since I created just the syllabic thing, that means I'm going to use exclusively, well, not maybe exclusively, I'm going to draw from existing names and things, and I'm going to make those root words pop out of the various syllables that are used in people's names. So like in the name like Sokka, you know, he's like a water tribe guy with a boomerang or something, so maybe like
Sokka water tribe, Katara water tribe, Lord Momo of the Momo dynasty.
Ak will be something water related, and Ka will be like warrior.
Actually, that's kind of creative.
Or something like that. So I'm gonna try and just pull as many of those out as I can from the source material, phonetically or phonologically, depending on what I can do. So we're gonna see how that goes. Slap them on in here, boom, just like that. Slap it in there. I never make dictionaries without ID numbers in the words anymore. I'm not making the Cerncahelan mistake again. All right.
So now we have to assign a character to these syllables.
We got those, and now what we got to do is we can start grabbing some meanings and things. So in this case, there's a lot of things to choose from, and now let's go to the list of of names here. And now not all of them do I remember like all the context for, but like say for like Zuko, right? And he must be one of the first names, yeah. The first name in the Fire Nation list, Zuko. And so there's definitely gonna be a Zu in here. There's Zu. It's number 3,127. And now let's say Zuko, right? Let's call Zu Fire and Ko Prince.
Zu is fire.
So he's the Fire Prince. Okay. Okay. So in this case, it could be a noun or an adjective, and we're just gonna call it fire. And now keep in mind,
well, now you have to keep this.
Agni is Agni is also gonna have to be in fire, and that means that both of the components of Agni are gonna also have to be something related that could be put together and turn into something related to fire. So that's gonna be rather entertaining. Okay, so let's go.
I mean, there are plenty of languages that have like multiple words for fire, usually depending on the context.
And find Ko, and that means that Ko, the face stealer, actually he's a lengthened vowel, and we could just call that face stealer.
Face stealer. It just means face stealer.
Okay, but just Ko.
There's just a sign. There's just a Chinese character that just means face stealer.
Zuko. That's a noun, and that's gonna be prince.
Fire prince.
So Zuko is the fire prince. Let's say Iroh, right?
Okay.
The sound there is I. Let's go back up to the very first instance of I. It's gonna be like all the way up at the top, right? I. There you go. Let's say I. Well, let's say, say Iroh is like the wise old man. So let's say that I means wise, and then Roh, like R-O-H, just Roh, old man.
Okay.
There you go. Roh is the old man.
Wise old. Well, now you have to think of, I don't know, if some other word has Ro, and then it doesn't mean old man, we're gonna have a problem.
Sozin. Let's say, since he's related to the Comet, right? The Comet Lord. Yeah, let's call him the Comet Lord.
Well, no one else has the name Zin in their
Ozai.
name.
Ozai, of course, is the Phoenix King.
Wait, he has... never mind. Oh.
So...
The orthography. The orthography
of... Oh, yeah, we have to get it to the writing system.
The elemental language is pretty clearly the Chinese logography. Well,
Oh, are you having trouble keeping... I don't know.
One semester of Mandarin 5 years ago wasn't good enough for me to be absolutely sure the symbols used in the show weren't just random gibberish that looked like Chinese, so I did show a couple big Lang members the text from the Serpent's Pass sign in the episode The Serpent's Pass. And as Kat Misberg told me, it indeed essentially meant Serpent's Pass.
Oh, yeah.
So, just like that, the symbols shown in the intro sequences, water, earth, fire, and air bit, apparently mean benevolent water, strong earth, fierce fire, and harmonious air. Good enough for me. The elemental language uses the Chinese script as its orthography. That being said, with the various grammatical elements we're going to be including, and just for the sake of showing how kind of wonky the overall language is, we're not going to have it be an exact match. You'll see what I mean.
Okay.
Right, now before I get...
now we're going to ruin Chinese.
Too carried away with this, I also need to get my Chinese characters for all these things. One for this. So let's see if I can just...
No, the Chinese has a character for, like, lots of things, so...
Go to an English-Chinese dictionary. Right.
We'll have to find one that means fire, one that means phoenix, and all of that.
Opinion, Hanser English, okay? And let's just type in, say, king. And it looks like, oh, look at that, king.
There's a bunch of them.
General, commander-in-chief, king of... Oh, it's just a chess piece.
Or
okay, so
smile.
Wang, right,
all
is the sign for king. Of course, now it's Zai.
Oh, yeah, this version of king, well, here, let me fix it if I can. It's hard to tell, but I'm sorry.
Nothing to do about that. Right? And then we're just gonna put Zai in there, and that is our word for king.
Okay.
Of course, Zhao.
Zhao already exists.
Not anymore.
Because guess what? I'm Admiral Zhao, the Moonslayer.
Or he's not. I'm gonna make Zhao like Pride or something.
Okay. Good night, Jackal.
Like that. Destroy by fire and blaze. Okay, so there's multiple other ones that I can use in this situation. Okay, we're just gonna use the traditional fire character here.
Yeah.
Face stealer. Face stealer. This one for something that's just a meme like this, or it's just face stealer.
Okay.
Let's say honestly.
Yeah,
I like that
Jackal.
word.
Don't lose any of your radishes. You don't want that to happen to you.
But I know that this is gonna make like Chinese speakers lose their mind. But that's kind of part of this. And yes, this is going to thoroughly butcher like what the actual Chinese characters mean probably. But I'm gonna try and keep it like relatively accurate where it's easy, and then just kind of flub it where it's less easy. So because I need singular characters for each of these meanings, just to like get these syllables split up. So it's not gonna be perfect. I'll have them mean the correct thing where it is convenient for them to mean the correct thing, and then I'll have it be something close to the correct.
What are we watching? We're watching a video about what language do they speak in Avatar: The Last Airbender
thing for everything else. So we're gonna.
But what we're really doing is watching this guy make a conlang.
See what we can do about that. First, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to convert a lot of these syllables into actually like accurate words if I can. We'll see.
Oh, that's right. Oh my God, Wolfie. Oh God.
But this is essentially how it's about to go.
Let's get on to grammar. This is where things get way more difficult.
Okay,
we do not
now
have
we have
much
to come up
evidence
with
of
grammar.
what the grammar is like at all, being that we only have a scant few phrases that made it through the, let's say the English dub of what was certainly originally elemental dialogue.
Yeah.
We can pretty safely assume that adjectives precede nouns. Well, at the very least, I'm going to believe that in the phrase Agni Kai, which means fire duel, that the word Agni means fire or fiery or flaming or something like that.
Flamey-o, Hotman.
Considering that's what it means in Sanskrit.
Why? Because we can.
In real life. Or I could also troll and just say that Kai means fire and that Agni was a bit
Yeah, let them have Kai mean fire and just Agni means something completely different.
of a coincidence. For reasons that you'll see in a second, I actually ended up making Ag and Ni be related to flames and burning. You'll see. You'll see. Anyway,
I see.
I also believe that adverbs precede adjectives, giving the famous Ba Sing Se impenetrable
Okay.
city and Na Sing Se.
No, the drill. Oh, is this an actual card? No, they recently released magic cards based on the Avatar.
Penetrable city. From this, I can assume that ba means not or un, and na means like yes or indeed. So after that, we don't really know much else about the grammar of the language at all. What's the word order? Does it have inflections or grammatical gender? Like, we have no idea. Since the show we watch in English is, obviously just a sloppy dub, perhaps there are some other clues as to how the grammar works that can be found in the way phrases are translated into English. So when Aang says, flamey-o, Hotman, this obviously alludes to a vocative case in the language, where adding an O to the end of a word turns the root into an interjection of sorts. A disjunct or a vocative, something like that. In this case, in the form of a greeting. Perhaps, if there are no other examples of inflection, this could instead be a vocative.
Oh, that's right. You mentioned that the other stream.
Or disjunct particle. Oh, most animals are hybrids of
Don't lose your radishes.
two different species, paired together in the English dub script with hyphens, pairing two real animal names together to craft an explanation in English for what these creatures are. But then, when they go to Ba Sing Se and they meet the Earth King, they're confused when the animal they're meeting is simply referred to as a bear, to which Aang confusedly says, just bear.
Just bear. This is a very freaky city.
But were those ellipses, or was that just a lengthy hyphen? Perhaps this has been lost in the Ba Sing Se dialect of Elemental, but it seems that every noun needs to come as a pair of descriptors, and only when there's only one thing to describe a placeholder descriptor, meaning just, can be used, or particles to describe what case or what part of speech in the sentence they're occupying, so that everything has a pair with it at least. Also, in Sozin's Comet Part 1, Sokka refers to the airship slice and dice plan. Wow, this dub is just so sloppy. They couldn't even find a way to cover up the fact that non-finite verbs are frequently sorted into the same syntactical category as adjectives and need to be succeeded with a noun in order to be grammatical. And Yeah, I don't think I can stretch this anymore. For the rest of this, I'm probably just going to have to draw on the inspiration languages for some grammatical features. To keep this simple, I wanted to see if there were any general grammatical features that Mandarin, Chinese, Japanese, Inuktitut, and Tibetan all share. And I'm not an expert with any of these languages, and also I'm not trying too hard because this is meant to be a shitpost, so forgive me if my rudimentary research betrays me. As far as I can tell, none of the 4 languages have grammatical gender, so we can cross that off the list. Topics are brought to the front of a clause or a macro word in all of these languages in at least some circumstances, so I think it's safe to assume that Elemental has topic markers and fronts new topics and clauses. Inuktitut, Japanese, and Tibetan are generally verb final in clauses, so I'll stick with that, though of course Inuktitut's a strange situation, because it's polysynthetic. Conjugation and inflection patterns are just all over the place between these languages, but given the way noun phrases are paired together and non-finite verbs are lumped in with adjectives in a sentence tree, I think I'm going to take a route that follows something more akin to the Inuktitut path, of having relatively regular verb conjugations, showing both the subject and object's person, number, and syntactic position. As for tense, I'm going to stick more to a Chinese style of doing things, with even more particles added to the ends of verb phrases. Tibetan and Inuktitut have ergative tendencies, so I think I'll have particles to express those constraints as well. Everything else is just kind of mashed together tidbits of Mandarin, Japanese, Inuktitut, and a tiny bit of Tibetan, and also just kind of
I'm gonna pretend that didn't happen.
Filling in the gaps with whatever so I can finish this, because this is taking way too long. So
yeah, all the technical whatnots.
You know, if you see any elements of grammar from any of those languages as they pop up in the translation text, I could go on for.
So trust me, as an amateur linguist, I know about half of what he just said.
A long time with this, but I really, this was originally supposed to be just like a quick video, but it turned into a really horrid mess. So I think I'm just gonna.
That sounds like that sounds like when I tried to make a video.
For it. Is that realistic?
And it turns out longer than it's supposed to be.
Don't ask me that question today, okay?
Okay, so I have my first ever sentence in the Elemental language.
Okay. As for Sokka, he killed a man.
So I put together just some rudimentary tables.
Okay.
The verb conjugations are inspired vaguely by Inuktitut. The topic markers are inspired vaguely by Japanese and Tibetan. The tense words are inspired vaguely by Chinese, but also the specific sounds that I chose for each one of them is just meant to be like sort of similar to English, I guess, with like done is like done, like dong is like doing, you know, stuff like that. Anyway, first sentence we have here, again with the topic marking and all that, we have.
Okay, are we gonna have to come up with our own tones, or is this going to be or is it gonna be pitch based? Sokka da ando ia fig fug.
Sokka killed a man, but it's more literally as for Sokka, he killed a man. And that comes out to the pronunciation of Sokka da anro ia fig fug don.
No, we need to add tones and pitch accent.
Which is written with these Chinese characters, which...
No, is that even Chinese? If you were to show a Chinese person or someone who knows Chinese that sentence, would it make any sense?
Again, the way I was doing it, some of them are like pretty close to like the actual meanings of the Chinese characters, and other ones are like just somewhat somehow related. It gets a lot more vague for like the particles and stuff. So I'm very interested to see like if I took this block of text and put it into just like Google Translate.
Oh, I want to see what this says.
Let's see what that comes out to.
Oh man,
let's see what happens when I put that in.
Please. The bullet soldier wants to kill him with an old thing. Sokka is the bullet soldier. And he's not. Oh, no, we need to translate more of these.
The bullet soldier wants to kill him with an old thing. Oh my god. Chinese speakers, tell me how accurate.
Oh my god.
This is the kind of stuff that this is gonna be. So now I gotta start working on training.
Okay.
Like the Avatar intro and stuff like that, and I'm very interested to see what this comes out to.
Let's get
we need more sentences.
Classic bits from Avatar translated here.
Okay.
Obviously, utilizing any of the rare examples of in-world words that made it through the English dub, if they happen to come up.
Okay.
Utilizing some rudimentary and most definitely botched composite grammar that I cobbled together to create some least common denominators of features amongst these 4 languages.
We need to dub the entire series in this conlang. No, we need to do that. We need to get on it ASAP.
or arbitrarily choosing to focus on one language's trait over another, the end result came out pretty legendary.
Yes,
Let's just
I
say
am.
that, in my opinion. By legendary, I mean it's really bad. Like this is not good. It's not a good conlang.
It's
okay?
not, I'll be the judge of that.
Mostly by
No, actually, Tolkien will be the judge of that. He tends to be very critical of certain forms of high fantasy.
Right? I guess I'm making a point here about them not making a conlang for the show in the first place, I guess. Anyway, enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
Rugta.
Rugta.
Tofbu.
Tofbu.
Agsu. Angi.
Angi. Okay. Seems legit.
Okay, that one was obvious. How about I get you with another classic? Okay?
We need to make sure that the tones are consistent for each character.
Okay, here we go.
Jongsong.
Shinmaki. Chong 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 song nan.
Nah. Alright.
Okay, my sincere.
Don't let the cave-in get you down, Sokka!
Here's apologies. Here's one more.
Okay.
Shuang oka yue yarfik fugdon. Shortest hanadu, bro.
That's rough, buddy.
Okay, I'm done now.
No, keep going. I want to hear more.
Thank you so much to all being.
All right, no, it got to. Oh man, that was crazy. And Obama's just there. No, I meant to make a comment about how this image was changing like every other moment, but no, that was fun. No, that was. I mean, it got a little. I couldn't really commentate too much when it comes to the middle, but no, this is well worth the watch. No, that was crazy. All right, I still have like 3 more videos lined up. We have this one about Strange Borders, and then this one about King of the Hills show Bible, unless you guys have something to suggest. Let me check everything to make sure that things are running. Wait. I just got a warning on YouTube. I need to know what that is. And it... Yeah, let me check this out. I have no idea what the restriction is. Is it Avatar? What in Sam Hill? I don't know. I don't know what this warning is for. I'm not particularly doing anything. Okay, and now it disappeared. It must have been... Oh yeah, we've got plenty of time to look at more stuff. We've got at most an hour. So, if you guys have any suggestions, as long as it's nothing too, I guess, crazy. Well, then again, the things that Wolfie Kami suggested were pretty crazy, but... You said, what in Sam Hill? Is that a suggestion that you made? Or... No, I'm not even sure what the heck that was supposed to be. Okay, everything's looking good on my end now. Hopefully. No? Oh, go ahead and make your suggestion. No, I'm down for just your... Oh, it's just, what in the Sam Hill are we even going on about now? What is he doing? No, but if you got a suggestion, I'm all ears. I just want to make sure that we get stuff... I want to make sure that we get stuff done. Because, finally, something to do. And May is not going down in that wall sledge juice. Azula can shoot as much lightning she wants. But it's funny? Alright. Oh, do not redeem. It's... Okay, I will look that up. Do not redeem it. Okay, I found it. It's only 9 seconds. Do not redeem it. When you talk, you have to make sure that all your consonants are retroflex.
Do not redeem it! Do not redeem it!
Hold on, let me slow it down.
Do not redeem it! Do not redeem it! Do not redeem it! Why you redeem it?
We should look at more of these. No, Internet City likes to react to these kinds of offensive AI, which comments. I don't know why I redeemed it. I did not which comments are you talking about, Aisha? Is it a comment on one of your on one of my videos, or is it a chat thing? Because I don't usually check up on that. No, Internet City likes to react to offensive AI animations, including some of the the Bigfoot ones that they show off sometimes. No, I've seen quite a few of. No, we should just look at some Internet City video just because. Granted, I know. Oh, in chat, I can see your comments. Yes. Have you said anything? I haven't really seen. Did you want to make a suggestion, Aisha? If you have something else, Wolfie, feel free. Prefer trypophobia. Oh, is it a? Here, let me look that up so that I know what that. Oh, it's the holes thing. No. Alright. You don't have any other videos to suggest? But if you have any, preferably I would like to look for, I didn't, I looked up the definition. Is everything back on? OBS temporarily disconnected. Are you guys? That was odd. No, I saw the. I didn't get any dropped frames. Oh. Okay. All right. No big deal. Oh. Okay. All right. No big deal. I saw that my avatar froze. And I was like, wait, what just happened? I guess my laptop must have temporarily disconnected, but it's back. It seems to be back now. If anyone has anything, I kind of do want to look at. Dang it, this wasn't the one I was supposed to.
So what do?
Okay, here we go. Yeah, this is the one that I was thinking of. I wanted to check out this video by Geography Now about the strangest borders that Paul, aka Barbs, go to Key Dracula's channel and rate him a 1 of 10. I don't know who Key Dracula is. So, I kind of want to look at this video real quick, just so we have something to look at in the meantime. And it's the strangest borders that Barbs here has ever seen. Alright, let's go ahead and check out.
So what do abandoned airports, weird time zones, and hitchhiking with random Russian guys all have in common? I needed all those
and of course he had
things to tell the story on how to cross some strange borders. Let's have a geography talk.
Alright.
Hey everybody, I'm your host Barbs, and what do we have here? This is a Geography Now t-shirt and a Geography Now mug, of which it's forth. geographynow.com.
It's not selling out if it's your brand.
Go to the website, check it out. There's a lot of cool products over there. We got shirts, we got mugs, we got drawstring bags. Get whatever you want, do whatever you want with the merch. I don't care, it's your life, do what you can. And as I always say, it is not selling out if it's your brand.
Exactly.
So first off, I've been getting a lot of new subscribers ever since I started posting up, YouTube shorts or the short form content.
I want to make shorts, but I just don't feel like it.
Which, by the way, thank you to all the new people that subscribed. Welcome to the channel. I hope you enjoy it. Hope you like it. I'll try my best to be a good host. Second of all, if you are new to this channel and a new subscriber, you may not be familiar with some of the stuff I do on my channel besides the YouTube shorts. So as you pretty much figured out, this channel covers all the topics pertaining to geography, or just learning about the world in general. Whether it's through educating you guys while I'm sitting down like this, or whether I actually go out into the real world and show you firsthand. Some of the content I do here is travel content. And to be quite frank, that's my favorite type of content I do on this channel.
I'm sorry. No, I get like that too, Wolfie, so you're all good. That's why I have all these other videos that we can watch too.
Good, I would travel full time. But if you've kind of dabbled into the playlists and looked at my catalog of videos, you've probably come across some hidden gems, of some of the stuff that I've done and places that I've gone to on this channel. So one of the reasons why I started this channel is because I kind of have a fascination with borders and boundaries and demarcation lines.
Yeah, I've always had a fascination with geography.
we people.
Which is why I got into geography now. No, I've kept up with geography now since the very beginning.
Up on this earth, you know, it's like it's kind of like where the human social world collides with the natural world, you know. It's like everybody, even animals, we have this like natural proclivity to sort of like mark our territory.
No habla español ni cinder. Lo siento.
Now, this land, this area is my domain. Like, it's the way how things happen, okay? And if you've learned anything from my content, you've probably learned that in this world, the lines that people make can sometimes be a little strange and oftentimes confusing. So today, I'm going to share with you some of the top strange border anomalies that I have personally traveled to and experienced in my life. And I'm going to rank them from easiest to access to most difficult. And just a heads up...
He's been to a lot of places that seem to have very peculiar borders. I don't remember what the last one he visited was. It was either... the Western Sahara, or it was something else.
For all of these, you probably will need a vehicle, like a car or a rental car or something. None of these areas you can just fly to and then like get out and see. Like, you have to have a vehicle and you have to usually drive far to see these places. Okay, so that disclaimer aside, let's jump into it. Number 1, driving down the most heavily concentrated time zone switch road on Earth. This was probably the easiest one because it was all domestic for me. It's all in the USA. It's all basically in the state of Arizona. So there's no international border crossings, nothing. It's super easy. Long story short, this is in the Navajo Nation area of northeastern Arizona. For those of you who don't know, in the USA we have Native American reservations.
Right.
They operate a little strange. They're almost like little mini countries within our countries because like they have their own legislative system, like they can operate with their own police force, their own. Some of them even have their own presidents. It's complicated. Like I made a video explaining this whole thing. You can just check out that video. I'm not gonna
I know how the reservations work.
It takes too long. But so long ago, I discovered there was kind of like a strange time technicality within the USA. See, the state of Arizona does not practice daylight savings time. However,
really.
However, within Arizona, the Navajo Nation Native American Reservation does. So that means despite both areas being on the same longitude, they are 1 hour apart for like half of the year. But here's where it gets even crazier. Enclaved completely within the Navajo Nation.
Yeah, the Hopi Reservation is within it. This is something that I remember hearing about a long time ago.
Is the Hopi Reservation. They are a completely separate tribe. They don't even speak the same language. They're completely separate peoples.
Yeah,
and
the Hopi are of relation to the Aztecs, whereas the Navajo are of relation to peoples from Canada.
Hopi Reservation does experience daylight savings time. But here's where the kicker gets even crazier. There's a second order enclave of Navajo Nation, Jedito, within the Hopi enclave, within the Navajo Nation. So it's like 3 enclaves that have completely separate time zones on the same longitude, and they're all experiencing different time switches. So I actually went here with my buddy Alka from the Netherlands. He was in my Netherlands provinces video explained. We decided to do this crazy road trip where we went through all of these reservations and enclaves of the reservations within the reservations, and we actually checked on our phones. If you enter these reservations during daylight...
Oh, damn.
The time actually will change on your phone. It actually geolocates where you are.
Oh,
and it just
that's crazy.
The time based off of what that area experiences. It's crazy. You can actually try this out for yourself. Navajo to Hopi.
Oh, that sounds like so much fun.
Hopi to Navajo. Hopi to Navajo. You keep switching up. I think it's like 7 or 8 times. So go to this area during daylight savings time and you can experience like 7 time zones, which is all within like a 6-hour drive. Anyway, next one. The northern part of Mitrovica in Kosovo. So this is a strange one. Okay, this was relatively easy, but due to the political atmosphere, I had to be a little bit mindful of how I would go about doing this. So long ago, I went to the region of Kosovo in the Balkans.
I remember this video.
I made multiple videos explaining this. I'm not going to explain it too much to you guys. Just check out my videos. I made a whole Kosovo episode. All you got to know is that in the Balkans, there's a lot of tension between Serbians and Albanians, especially when it comes to the whole Kosovo thing, okay?
There's a lot of tensions between all the countries in the Balkans, let's be real.
In 2008, the people in Kosovo, which are majority, like 90% Albanian, claimed independence, and Kosovo is like in a weird like gray zone when it comes to like sovereignty because they're like partially recognized but partially not recognized.
Yeah.
Anyway, so in order to do this, obviously I would need to drive in there. However, I realized it might not be wise to get either a Serbian or an Albanian car because I wanted to go to both sides of Kosovo, like the Albanian and the Serbian sides. So I figured it might be best if I got a car from a neutral country. So I started my trip in Skopje, in northern Macedonia, where I met my North Macedonian buddy Dima. He's been in a few of my videos, which by the way, Dima is North Macedonia's first and only known English-speaking only exclusive channel. So he does this fun commentary stuff. I don't know, follow him if you want. Anyway, so from North Macedonia, I would do a road trip all the way up to Kosovo. So we crossed over into Mitrovica. So if you look at the city, there's the Ibar River. Everything north of the Ibar River is basically where things start to get super, super Serbian. I think there's only like 2 bridges that cross over that river, and the main one is on the south side of the city, and it is now only a pedestrian bridge. It used to be for cars, but they stopped letting cars pass by, and now it's only pedestrian. They have police guarding it all.
Oh, good lord. No, the tensions are very high between the Serbs and Albanian Kosovars.
The time. I went to this bridge, and there was a police officer, and I asked the police, can I get a drone shot of this bridge? And the police, he was like, okay, yeah, but make it quick. So I got my drone shot, and like a more senior ranking officer came, and then he was like, why is that guy doing a drone? And I got arrested.
Oh,
I actually got arrested at this bridge.
I think Paul has been arrested like multiple times. I think he did get arrested one time when he was visiting some African nations.
And I got sent to Kosovo jail.
Aw.
Eventually, they held me in jail for like a couple hours, and then they inevitably let me off the hook. But the point is, that kind of says something about the situation. So when you go to the northern side of Mitrovica, you do notice it is super Serbian. And they even have Zeshan Fortress, which is on top of the hill, and they have a huge like Serbian flag, and it's like Serbian, Orthodox shrine, all that stuff, and it overlooks the whole city. But the moment you cross the Ibar River, it is super Albanian, and you see like Albanian statues and Albanian flags and Albanian this, Albanian. It's such a stark contrast over one river in an area that has so much dispute and conflict. It's a very interesting border crossing. So yeah. Next one, Transnistria and Gagauzia. This one was kind of fun, but it was a little complicated.
Transnistria is a breakaway nation within Moldova that still thinks of themselves as communists. And then Gagauzia is just a Turkic enclave within Moldova.
So in order to do this, I had to start in Moldova. Well, actually, I started in Romania because I had never been to Romania before. I just wanted to see it. So I went to Romania first. But anyway, so I went to Romania, I rented a car, and I drove to Moldova, which later on I realized this would mess up my entire plan. But we'll get to that later. So I did this road trip with my buddy Gus a few years ago, and in the worst possible time of the year, in the dead of winter.
Oh, and of course it had to be in the winter.
Freezing cold. So long story short, Moldova used to be a republic in the USSR, and then they gained independence in 1991, just like all the other former Soviet republics. However, when they gained independence, they had two kind of complicated internal units, if that, I guess you could describe it that way. One of them was pretty chill, and the other one was not as chill. The chill one was Gagauzia. The reason why it's a little bit distinct is because it has ethnic Gagauz people. They're a Turkic people group. They're related to Turks. And they kind of wanted to just have their own kind of autonomous region within Moldova, but still being categorically part of Moldova. And Moldova was like, fine, cool, whatever. You guys can have your own thing as long as you're under our sovereignty. The other entity was Transnistria, which basically translates to across the Dniester River. Everything across the Dniester River kind of became like a breakaway state in Moldova.
Yeah, they want to be considered it's a mostly Russian region that still holds on to its Soviet past.
And like most of the people here speak Russian. They also kind of speak Moldovan as well. They have their own currency. They have their own legal system. They have their own police force. They have just everything. It's completely separate. So I wanted to check out this place. But the problem was I didn't realize they don't accept Romanian cars. They only accept Moldovan cars. And I don't even know if they accept rental Moldovan cars. Like whatever. Anyway, I drove here with my buddy Gus, and we were denied entry through the border. So we're like, okay, how do we get in? We're already at the border. So we just like parked the car by the border, and then we hitchhiked in with some random Russian guy. We went in, and we realized we couldn't buy anything because they don't accept any credit cards from, they don't accept Visa.
Oh yeah, I remember watching this video that he made. Yeah, they don't accept cards. They only accept paper money.
MasterCard or anything from the EU, nothing. They have their own credit card system, nothing. They don't accept it. They don't accept Moldovan cash. You have to exchange it, but like we didn't know how, and it was complicated, so we just kind of walked around. And I actually have a buddy in Transnistria, Dmitry, and he met up with us and he helped us. But it was really interesting because this place is like the last bastion of the USSR. Like they have Lenin statues, they have USSR, memorabilia, and even their flag is like it pays homage to the former USSR. Yeah. It's like they got the hammer and sickle and everything. It was kind of funny how we ended up doing all this. But then after Gus and I left Transnistria, we were like, why don't we check out Gagauzia? And along the way, we got a ton of bottles of wine because Moldova is famous for wine, so we got a little tipsy off of wine, and we somehow ended up in Gagauzia at like nighttime, and we didn't know what we were doing. We ended up in a weird Turkic enclave autonomous region of Moldova.
You ever have one of those nights where you wake up in strange places drunk?
I don't remember half that night, but somehow we ended up in Gagauzia tipsy off of wine. Yay. Next up, the Kazungula quadrupoint. I know some people are gonna be like, technically it's not a quadrupoint.
Actually, 2
tri-points that meet up. I'm like, shut up, dude. It's only divided by like 100 something meter, whatever.
They should purposefully make it into a quadrupoint.
I'll explain
this.
Just
to own all those people.
So this is something I have wanted to do for the longest time, ever since I made the Botswana episode and I figured out this thing on the map. So if you look at Africa, if you look at 4 countries, okay, Botswana, Namibia, Zambia, and Zimbabwe, they all converge at this one singular point on a river, the Zambezi River. This is what I consider the world's only quadrupoint. Yeah. Although if you look at the cartographic structure, technically Botswana and Zambia have like a 120 something meter long border on the Zambezi, and then it branches off. And because of that whole cartographic structure, they literally had to curve the bridge so that it would only touch what was claimed by Botswana and Zambia, so that Zimbabwe and Namibia wouldn't get any of those like precious tax dollars, whatever. I think that's kind of stupid. Let's be real, it's basically a quadrupoint. But anyway, if you get to the Kazungula Bridge, you can see all 4 countries at once. And I got to do that. So backstory, in 2024, I finished all of my UN country episodes. I went alphabetically Afghanistan to Zimbabwe, and I finished the last one, Zimbabwe, with a big grand finale. I went to Zimbabwe, and I invited 18 of my subscribers to come with me for the grand finale extravaganza.
No, that was
we had a lot of fun activities. We did like Victoria Falls, safaris, blah, 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 all that stuff. But the one thing I wanted to do for this trip, I wanted to go to the Kazungula Bridge, and I wanted to document it. It wasn't even originally part of the itinerary, but the tour operator, she was like, yeah, sure, let's do it. So we were able to stop by the bridge on the Botswana outside, and we were allowed to walk on the bridge and go to the actual quadra point between all 4 countries. You could see Namibia, you could see Zambia, you could see Zimbabwe, and you could see Botswana. Check it out, the Kazungula Bridge. And finally, the UN buffer zone. So the island of...
Oh, the island of Cyprus.
Cyprus is the, I guess, world's most divided island. There's the Republic of Cyprus, which is mostly Greek. There's the UK overseas territories of Akrotiri and Dhekelia. They're basically military bases. There's the Republic of Northern Cyprus, which is an unrecognized breakaway kind of state, only recognized by Turkey.
Yeah.
And then there's the UN buffer zone, the entire area that splits up the entire island, north and south, and it's administered by the UN. So there's 4 managing sections of the entire island of Cyprus. And the most difficult part to access in this entire island would be the UN buffer zone.
Yeah.
Nobody is allowed without permission. You cannot just enter, although some people...
No, this is freaking unfortunate. So, like, for some context, during the Ottoman times, a bunch of Turks migrated to the island, and it was originally inhabited by Greeks, and then Turks came in and inhabited it with them. They more or less got along for the next few hundred years, but then Greece wanted to annex the whole of Cyprus, for which the Turkish population did not want to be part of Greece. And so Turkey decided to invade Cyprus, and that's how northern Cyprus was made.
Try to sneak in and they make like YouTube videos or whatever, but that is very illegal, and I do not recommend you break the law. And if you get caught, you will be arrested, so don't do that. Basically, I emailed the UN people and I told them, hey, I am a YouTuber.
Oh, I've had that feeling before too.
Teach geography, and I'm interested in this area. If possible, would I be able to have access to the UN buffer zone? And they got back to me and they said, yeah.
Oh, you're not boring. No. Oh, no, you're not boring. What about the radishes?
So, like, to all the YouTubers out there that are trying to break in here illegally, ask, and they'll probably allow you in, unless if you're, like, notoriously known for breaking laws and they do a background check on you and they say no. But, like, you can get access to this place. It's not completely impossible, but, like, yeah. For those of you who don't know the backstory of Cyprus, basically, in the 70s, Turkey invaded on the north, and there was a whole thing, the Greek and Turkish thing, blah, 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 and the UN intervened and came in, and during the time of this war, the main airport, the Nicosia airport, was bombed and attacked, and it was just kind of left as it was, and the entire airport was just encapsulated within the UN buffer zone. I actually...
Oh, yeah, he got to visit it.
We got access to the old Nicosia airport, and it's so crazy because it's just like frozen in time since the 70s. Damn. And they just recently opened up new passageways for Southern Republic of Cyprus people to cross over into the Northern Cyprus area. Like, they're trying to figure out ways to kind of integrate the north back into the south right now. It's still kind of complicated, but they're figuring avenues of reintegrating the north back into the south, and it's a process, but it was a step forward in the right direction to
a
open
long, painful process.
The passageways to go, like, if you go to Nicosia, I think it's Ledra Street. If you take Ledra Street, you can actually walk into the Northern Cyprus area, and it's so crazy because like everything immediately transitions from Greek to Turkish. But yeah, anyway, check it out. So yeah, there you go. Those are just some of my top strange border travel stories that I've ever experienced, and yeah, just wanted to share that with you guys in case if you haven't seen those past videos that I've made before. But I mean, this is the type of stuff that fascinates me. It's the type of stuff I like seeing when I travel. I mean, you can have your Eiffel Towers and Colosseums and Great Walls and blah blah blah, Taj Mahals. I don't care. I want to see a weird border that juts into a place and has restricted access. That's the type of stuff I want to see. Okay. All right. Anyway, hope you like this video. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet.
All right, that was nice. Not much to talk about in that. There's something universally funny to everyone. I'm sure plenty of things that I like also require at least some context, but I don't think you're boring. In all honesty, the things that you've recommended and have been certainly interesting, to say the least. No, so you don't have to worry about that. So, I do have 2 more videos I want to look at. Although you might not like this one in particular, so I might save it for another time. But at this point, I just want to be sure to have a little bit more in terms of just overall content. Oh, I see hilarious memes that Internet City... Oh, yeah. Oh, here, let me look for it. You said... something called Key Dracula. I have no idea what that is or why you want me to look at it. Let me find that and rate him 1 out of 10. YouTube hasn't had the star system in years. There was a time where YouTube used to have stars that you could rate videos with. Of course, I wasn't around. Well, I kind of was around for that. I think my older sister, during the earliest days of YouTube, may have remembered when it had stars. But when I first started getting into YouTube, it was like middle school. They had already gotten rid of the stars at one point. Did you want me to look at one of these? Because I don't want to listen to music anymore. So... Was the panda sneezing? I could tell you my earliest memory. Rate his looks. Oh. It just looks like a generic goth, honestly. So I don't think I can really comment on his looks like that. No, he just looks like he just looks like your average goth. So I can't really. But my earliest memory of YouTube was, well, it's actually something very unusual. Well, not unusual. Actually, I can't remember what my earliest YouTube experience. I do remember a time where I would watch a lot of YTPs, YouTube poops, which I have thought about wanting to react to them on stream. I do know that there's this one content creator. Oh yeah? Yeah. There is this one content creator that I see every now and then that also watches YTPs. No, SpongeBob and King of the Hill were the ones that always seem to get... oh, you think you said rate him 1 out of 10. Yeah, he's okay. He's, I'm not into this kind of guy, so it doesn't really matter that much. But, yeah, now I remember in the earliest days of YouTube, the main sources of YTPs were, these Zelda and Mario CDI games. Hotel Mario, what was it? Link, The Faces of Evil, and Zelda, Wand of Gamelon. And back then, that was when it was in its infancy, where at that point, the types of sentence mixing were known as spidinners. I don't know if you guys know anything about YouTube poops or anything like that. It's just, oh my god, those were the days. Those were the days, just watching even some of the most screwed up things that you've ever seen, where SpongeBob be doing something nasty with all the other characters, and then oh, you knew them since I see. No, I remember a whole lot of YouTubers who were very well known in that sphere. I know you mentioned Emperor Lemon, who was quite infamous because because when he made his first Incredibles YTP, people thought that he was going on a downward spiral. No, I remember his response video to all the unusual backlash that he seemed to have gotten for that video, because people thought that he became too, I guess, normie in terms of that type of video, even though he himself says that he didn't really change his style per se. No, maybe we should look up the live act. Oh, I did see that. I saw that pop up in my recommendations. Yeah, it might. Have they evolved? It's been a while since I've seen a steamed hams meme. Because steamed hams, that's what I call hamburgers. You call hamburgers steamed hams. I remember when that was a thing. That was a long time ago. And no, that reminded me of that Mr. Incredible becomes uncanny as well. No, I remember. You just reminded me. There was a point in time where I got real sick with COVID, and I was sick for like a month, and it was awful. I had to subsist off of protein drinks, and little sandwiches and stuff for that month. But one of the things that helped me get better was Grubhub commercial meme videos. I remember seeing a whole bunch of them and laughing my ass off at some of them because I was like, oh my god, I didn't even know this was a thing. And this was months after those commercials gained meme status. That apparently it happened in like January. but I got COVID in the April of that year. No, I remember those commercials, and I didn't really think that much of them. I just saw them, and I was like, yeah, it's just your typical commercial. But I didn't realize that it was a big deal in terms of YouTube. No, I remember this one version that was vocoded to Gangster's Paradise because, you know, people love vocoding things to Gangster's Paradise because we've been spending most of our lives living in the Gangster's Paradise. Oh, hello, Feisty. Thanks for the follow. But yeah. Freaking... No, those are... No, and those helped me, like, really get better when I watched it. It said to the principals... Oh, man. Oh, no. You just reminded me. In my... I don't remember if it was the last stream or the stream before that. Oh, wait. I think it was you who mentioned... We brought up, old, like... Oh, it was in the video that we reacted to Metatron's video about the Tylenol pregnancy stuff, where we were talking about challenges and like the ice bucket and the cinnamon challenge. No, I recently rewatched the Glozell cinnamon challenge video yesterday, and it was... Oh my god, I was laughing my ass off rewatching it. Yeah, don't worry, Wolf. No, I was laughing my ass off at her taking it. Oh my god. It was funnier than I remember. Just... Oh my god. I was laughing so hard at that. Oh my god. No. I kind of want to watch it again on stream just so we can laugh together, but... You can barely relate to me. Don't worry. I can barely relate to a lot of people, so it doesn't... so you're not alone. You're definitely not alone in that. But, oh. No. Part of me is really tempted to look up that Glozell video. I don't know if you guys would be okay with that. No. Oh my god, no. I was laughing my ass off last night watching that shit. That was... Oh my god, no. You're supposed to use a small spoonful, and you're supposed to shimmy it down the side of your mouth and try to swallow it. Which I do remember seeing a video of someone successfully doing it. You can consider it... go ahead and suggest it if you want to, but... yeah, go ahead and make the... But yeah, you're supposed to do it that way. I do remember distinctly seeing a video of someone who was able to successfully do it. But no, Glozell done took it a step further, guys. I have a theory. All right. Oh shit. Oh no. Let's go. I don't want the music to... So... Guys, I have a theory. Oh, so are we implying that... I need to check the... Okay, everything seems fine. Are we implying that... What was this? Metal Gear Solid takes place in the same world as... Yes, exactly. They're the same exact thing. No, that actually reminds me of a video where someone said that that's just it's a film theory. Thanks for watching. No, that reminds me of someone who made a video comparing the Zelda villain Ganondorf to the Kingdom Hearts villain Xehanort, based on a whole lot of interesting coincidences that I don't know if you would want to watch that as a little... It's been so long since I've watched it. It's such an old video, though. fatigue, because of course that has to pop up in the recommendations. And what's this? Oh yeah. No, do you guys want to look at that Glozell video that I was talking about? Or do we want to look at something else? Because I have time for like one more video. I kind of want to look at this King of the Hill related video about... oh, you guys actually do want... Okay. You do, I know, yeah. Sandy Cheeks doesn't know what karate is, and of course, SpongeBob doesn't know what anything is. So, oh my god, are we really gonna revisit this? Okay, let's go. No, this is internet history right here.
Hello, this is Glozell. Is you okay?
It's okay.
Is you good? 'Cause I want to know. Okay, so 150 kabillion people have been asking
What
me
is that?
to
Wait.
Do the cinnamon challenge. If you go to my fan page on Facebook or any comments from the last couple of videos I put up, I did a cinnamon challenge, and I usually
No,
do
let's
it.
just skip to the
So
part.
everybody's been getting on my nerves. I got some cinnamon. I don't even know what kind you're supposed to get. You know, because cinnamon is good for you. You put cinnamon, you take some cinnamon.
You're supposed to use the small
I
spoon.
guess. I don't. So I have a spoon, and I was spoon in this.
Wait.
So I had this.
Wait.
Because I don't know how much you're supposed to take. So.
Wait, you're not supposed to use a ladle of a man who made too much Nutella. No, we're gonna check that out. No, I'm gonna check that out after this. Wait.
You just take it,
Wait.
and I guess you count to 10.
Cinnamon is no choke.
Or
Okay.
you take it and
Wait.
I don't know.
You're not supposed to use a big ladle. You're supposed to use the small spoon, and she decided to do this. Wait.
All right, so here's the cinnamon.
Wait.
All right? All right, here goes.
Okay. Hold on. I can't with this video. Oh my god, no, I remember when I first saw this back in high school. Oh my god, it's so awful. This is such a... She had to get the whole pitcher of water just to be able to counteract. Oh my god. And this is because you're supposed to use a small spoon. Oh. Oh wait. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, I can't. Oh my god, I can't. Oh, oh my god. I can't. She just does that. Oh my god. Oh my god, please. I can't, kid. There's more like this. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wait. Okay, Joey. Okay, I'll look that up in a moment. She just keeps coughing. She just keeps coughing like that. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I hope you...
Oh. I can't. This is awful because I know that this stuff is so dangerous.
Over and
Oh my god. Oh my god, are you laughing too? Oh my god. No. This is gonna be a video. I'm gonna clip this video like right away. I'm gonna clip the shit out of this, and it's gonna be... You guys remember the cinnamon challenge? Because yes. Yes, I do. And this is the best example. This is the best example of the cinnamon challenge that you've ever seen. But... Okay. That made my fucking mouth dry. Streaming makes me thirstier than I should be. Yes. Oh my lord. No. You would think, watching it again, it wouldn't be as funny. But it's just as funny as it was before. It was already funny back then. And then I watched it yesterday, and I was laughing my ass off. And even now, I'm still fucking laughing. Mental cinnamon in your throat. Alright. Here. Let me look up that Nutella one that you just mentioned. Joey's World Tour Nutella. Yeah, it said Joey. And I immediately thought of Joey from Yu-Gi-Oh! Because of course I did. Yeah. Oh, is it not this? Is it something else? Oh my god. If it's not this one, don't hesitate. Unless it is this. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead. Do we want to watch the original video so that we get some context, or is it better to just go straight into it? You know what, I'm just gonna go straight into it. We need to do more YTP reactions on this channel. The Nutella Challenge. Let's go. Why does he look like that?
Hey, over here! You greedy bastard!
Nutella. Welcome back, guys. Today I'm gonna do the...
We're gonna do the horse shit. 100% fresh, extra sticky, and he's got an extra digit because of course he does. Challenge. And that fucking look nasty.
Nutella challenge, that's right. Okay, guys, are you ready?
Aye, aye, Captain!
But this time, I'm gonna do it with hands free. No hands or forks or anything, or spoons. Alright, guys, here we go. 1, 2.
You're good, don't worry.
Anybody counting?
No, I'm not counting.
I smell gas. Alright, okay.
Okay.
Here we go. 1, 2.
Right.
1, 2, 3, go.
Oh god. 6.03 seconds later. Oh my god. Oh my god, the sound effects. No! No. No, stop! The sound effects. Oh my god. Oh my god. No, these sound effects are getting to me. This is one of those gross out YTPs. No. He was so upset about his hat. He decided to stop eating. How unfortunate. Okay. Oh my god, there's some hanging off of him. Ah! Okay, so that didn't really happen.
Sorry, gang. I didn't do it. It's too thick. Tune in next time, gang.
You gotta have the music. Oh Lord, it's too thick. Joy was unable to completely endanger his own health for the sake of internet popularity and fell into a deep depression. Don't worry, Daniel. We were just... No, I was being very... We could look at something a bit more sensible. Let's see what we have here. Whichever of these is the late... Oh, the sky had a Ouija. That was a classic. No, there were some that I remember watching like a few months ago. That was some absolutely hilarious. This was the one that I remember watching. Oh my god, this one was so funny when I first saw it. But it's about 4:10. It was funny and then... yeah. But, what else? It felt like 5 minutes longer. Not 5 minutes. No. Part of me kind of wants to watch it. Because I remember the first time I watched this one in particular, it made me realize that you don't need swearing and sex jokes to be funny. You just have to be very out of pocket and very unhinged in the most unexpected ways. You just need to be very absurd in how you do it. And that's something that I can appreciate with one like that. But it has been a while since I've watched it. So I did watch it once. It might not have the same effect if I watch it again, which tends to happen a lot with those kinds of things. But it's about 4:10 in the morning where I am. If anyone has anything at the last minute, then we could probably look at one more thing. And then we'll probably call it a night from there. I'm going to check the streams on the other ends to make sure that everything is looking okay. No. Oh my god. That Closel video was off the chain in more ways than one. Let's see. Yeah, I could get to this like at another time on maybe Wednesday. But, let me check everything. But if anyone has any last-minute suggestions, feel free to make one. I'm gonna give it some... Maybe we could watch the first few seconds of this. Let me see what we got here.
Every show has a Bible to attempt to keep basic continuity, and a lot of folks want to know what's in the King of the Hill version. Well, good news, because I'm about to tell you.
Uh-oh, the hair on my back is starting to tingle. Your hair knows something you're about to find out.
Hey folks, welcome to Squirrel Tactics. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Check out Squirrel History, the merch store, our Patreon, and if you're watching on mobile, hit the hype button. I don't know if it does anything.
Okay, no worries. We can just watch this and then that'll be it.
But hey, it's worth a shot. Anywho, let's do this. The show Bible. It's called a Bible because it's the core outline for the show. It sets out the basics for setting, characters, central concept, all that good stuff. As far as how I was able to get my squirrely little fingers on it, well, I covered that in the unused ideas video, but it required a road trip, an archive, and thanks to TextDot, it sometimes felt like this.
Oh yeah.
It starts off with the setup for the show, that it's about life in the Texas suburb of Arlen, centered around Hank Hill, a propane salesman who's trying to make a living and doing the best he can. Nice
He sells propane and propane accessories, I tell you what.
Rambling man reference there.
Oh, this song.
You're talking like a song from The Lion King.
Stop it.
That.
It makes no sense.
Hank's worldview is described as, and I quote, what you get when common sense and patience in a high school education collide. His short temper and well-nourished sense of self make him the opinion leader amongst his friends and family. He's a blue-collar everyman whose voice will be heard whether you like it or not.
Calm down. I'm not saying
Although I'm not very vocal about anything.
fats are good for you, but banning them isn't going to solve all those problems.
Tell that to that guy's poor, pathetic fat kid.
Yeah, that sounds about right. It closes with the mission statement, if you will, for the series, more or less a summation of what the whole thing is about. King of the Hill is a comedy that takes its own sweet time telling small, real stories about Hank and his world. So if anybody ever says, well, that's not what the show was about, well, you know what the show is about.
Don't be like,
And that's what it's about.
Hey, man, you're dang on glue, Hank.
So I figured the best way to cover the characters is to just go in the order that everything is listed in, which means we start with the show's true main character, Arlen, Texas. It's a typical blue-collar suburb like many that circle large.
Gotta wait for that stuff showing in the red. Okay. Okay, let's
Texas cities with Garland and Mesquite near Dallas and Humble near Houston given as specific examples. Prominent features include pickup trucks, motorboats, lawnmowers too big for the lawns they cut, lumber yards, car dealerships, convenience stores, and cookie-cutter tract housing. The town used to be much smaller but grew with the oil boom in the 60s and 70s. I think Arlen was also meant to be more blue-collar than it appears typically, seeing as it says that there are razor wire fence storage yards for pipes, parts, and machinery all over the place, and we don't really see much of that. It's mentioned that the local teens hang out at the DQ or Dairy Queen, and I love the inclusion of Dairy Queen here because, and this might be a hot take, but if I had to crown a fast food
you could still feel it. Are you gonna press charges?
Place as the official fast food of small town rural Texas, it ain't Whataburger, it's Dairy Queen. I know Whataburger gets a lot of praise. It's
Whataburger is very much referenced a lot in King of the Hill.
Like the Texas fast food, but no, it's
Dairy Queen. Oh. I remember, yes, this scene. Yeah, if that were my kid, I'd be like, I'm not getting you another one. You can eat it off your lap.
Small town that only has one fast food place, 95% of the time, it's a Dairy Queen. 95% of the time, it's a Sonic. Also, for those unaware, Dairy Queens in Texas have a completely different menu than the rest of the country. Down here, we've got Hunger Busters, Belt Busters, Texas Tea Brand tacos, hell, a whole Tex-Mex menu. I gotta say, a steak finger basket with a side of nacho cheese, ooh, boy, howdy, that is some good eating.
Uptown good eating.
Seriously, if you grew up in Texas, especially in that time period, you were well aware of the phrase DQ, that's what I like about Texas, and are probably used to seeing stuff like this on TV all the time.
I wonder if my parents remember that. My parents are from Texas, so they would probably be able to speak more on that.
Out of the chute, I'd say the DQ Country Basket. 4 all beef steak fingers, crispy fries, Texas toast, and steaming hot DQ Country gravy. All for just $4.99. Make it a perfect ride and have DQ stir up your favorite blizzard.
Yeah. I saw I watched the entire the entire new season.
Baskets, blizzards, and
I tried to make a video reaction to the first episode, but it got majorly copy claimed, so it's unlisted.
DQ. You gotta like that. DQ. That's what I like about Texas.
Guys can always go hunting, fishing, or golfing, while the ladies may be homemakers, but they live an active life, including church, PTA, and fast pitch softball. It also mentions Lulies, the stand-in for the real-life Lubies, and we'll talk more about that here in a second.
Okay. I'll have some skirt steak, some brisket, little piece of that New York steak, a couple of them steak fingers, and a burger.
Oh, please, have just one veggie.
Oh, all right. Put some macaroni and cheese on there.
It's specified that...
I think that was the episode where they find out that he's severely constipated.
All the driveways lead to the alley, which is, as they word it, the Algonquin Round Table for the guys. For those unaware, the Algonquin Round Table was a group of literary writers and critics who would meet for daily lunches in the 1920s and 30s at the Algonquin Hotel in New York to hold discussions. Same sort of thing. The guys hold discussions, except rather than lunch, it's fixing vehicles or drinking beer.
Is he right, Hank?
Has he ever been right, Bill?
You don't have to answer that.
So that's the setting and the real main character, but what about Hank?
God, Peggy, what if I'm a Chris?
What if he is a Chris? Is he a Chris Redfield? Is he a Chris McLean?
Well, he is the king of the hill. He's 40 years old, 6 foot 2 inches tall, a good man in a less than perfect world, who sells propane and propane accessories, has been married for the better part of 20 years, is an 8-handicap golfer, meaning that he's rather good at it, and he would have liked to have had more kids, and wishes the one he had was more like him.
But only a man with a narrow urethra would make excuses.
A boy who has a unicorn ranch in his bedroom shouldn't call other people weird. That's right. We know about Rancho Unicorno.
An interesting thing here is Hank's politics. He's described as conservative, but not impressed with either party, and probably voted for Ross Perot, a third-party candidate, in 1992.
While we sit here tonight, we will go into debt an additional $50 million. Now, whose fault is that? Not the Democrats, not the Republicans. Somewhere out there's an extraterrestrial that's doing this to us, I guess.
If you think Perot looks and maybe sounds kind of like a character on the show, don't worry. We're going to talk about that in a minute. He's the resident expert on pretty much everything that doesn't involve women. He knows next to nothing about them.
Now, every month, a woman has this time when she gets very angry at everything. And usually men are the everything. It's like a tire fire. Trying to put it out only makes it worse. You just gotta let it burn.
You gotta let it burn, let it burn. Gotta let it burn. Oh yes, I know about that one. Get out! Get out! Get out! If you don't get out of there, I'm gonna cut off all your fingers and your toes. No, move, move, move!
Grab a beer and let it burn.
He has a short fuse and doesn't suffer fools, but also his bark is worse than his bite. And if he gets too mad, he just takes BC powder, which is basically just aspirin and caffeine.
Honey, Bring me my BC headache powder and a glass of water.
He loves beer, the Dallas Cowboys, and his Texas Heroes list starts with Willie Nelson.
Hey, I know you. You're the kid that rakes my lawn.
No, I'm the kid who hit you in the head.
With a rake?
No, with a golf club.
You've been raking my yard with a golf club? I want my quarterback.
Other names on his Texas Hero list include Bob Willis, Red Adair, AJ Foyt, Mickey Mantle, Roger Staubach, Lee Trevino.
All right. It's in Gribble's golf bag. I drew a 1 on it and signed it Lee Trevino.
Jim Bowie, Sam Houston, and of course, Tom Landry.
What do you think Tom Landry would think of what we're doing?
Well, how the hell should I know?
He plays...
What if Tom Landry was Hank's real father? He does have his strong chin and his love for the flex defense.
Guitar, loves both types of music, country and western.
Oh, we got
But not both at the same time.
both kinds. We got country and western.
He's a surprisingly good dancer for a man his size, and the only sport that he hates more than track is field. Then we have Peggy, who's 39 years old, is a strong independent woman who stands by her man in the mold of Ann Richards. She's described as big-boned, has rather large feet, and is 6 feet tall. Yeah, Peggy was meant to be 6 feet tall.
Oh, was she? Oh, geez.
She's a substitute Spanish teacher who subs at several schools, including Bobby's. Though
she substitutes Espanol.
She will sometimes teach other subjects such as sex ed.
Johnny! Hey, Hank, I just said...
I heard you. The whole neighborhood can hear you cussing.
It's not cussing, Hank, to say the name of a God-given body part.
She loves playing Boggle.
It is, if it's supposed to be... Dang it. That message popped up and I lost my train of thought.
She's in fact the state champion of it. She writes an article for the local paper called Peggy Hill's Musings. She's working on an unfinished book being written on a primitive K-Pro. K-Pro, by the way, was a popular computer brand in the 80s, but they went bankrupt in 1992. It also claims that Peggy trained Ladybird so that she only understands commands in Spanish. Her heroes are C. Everett Koop.
Chronic constipation can be a symptom of a more serious condition. I should know. I'm former Surgeon General C. Everett Koop.
And Edward James Olmos's character from Stand and Deliver. She's an accomplished line dancer, has a tendency to refer to herself in the third person, and has a morbid fascination with disasters and bad news, collecting newspaper clippings of them in a scrapbook, which is something we actually see.
This is the way that rational people deal with death, Hank, by clipping articles out about grisly accidents from the local newspapers. It is also my hobby.
Good Lord.
Next up is Bobby, the 12-year-old son of Hank and Peggy, their only son due to Hank's narrow urethra. Bobby is overweight and underachieving, but Hank still loves him because, and I quote, he's all I've got. Yeah, it also mentions that he does a spot-on impression of Hank.
My dad was like, "Get out of my house. My boy ain't much, but he's all I got."
He's described as the kind of boy that wears a t-shirt when he goes swimming. Yeah, I get that deep in my soul. And he typically sports what's called the white boy hip-hop look, which includes short hair, oversized t-shirts, and baggy shorts that go past the knee. He's sometimes underestimated, possesses some hidden talents, loves the funny phone jerks, or these guys.
It's the funny phone jerks.
Oh yeah, because Hank tried to like this new generation of music, but it was just, hello. And it was all toilet sounds.
Let me tell you, Bobby, there's nothing funny about these sounds. What that person on your tape has is a medical disorder.
Which are most likely
that boy ain't right.
Just based on the Jerky Boys, who did more or less the same thing. Bobby hopes to one day make money doing the same thing as an adult. He never quite pleases Hank, but he also never...
You see, what was supposed to happen is that, according to Cotton Hill, he was not going to take over the family gas station. He was going to stick vegetables up his nose.
Stops trying to, and ultimately, Hank is Bobby's hero.
Crush Rushford.
Thank you, Bobby.
Thank you, Bobby.
You're a good son.
Then we've got Luann Platter, who is named after the smaller size meat, 2 sides, and roll meal served at Luby's.
I'm gonna have some of that fried chicken, fried plate, fried chicken, fried side, fried okra.
She's the attractive 18-year-old daughter of Peggy's brother, a C student at the local beauty academy, has a mechanical knack, and she can fix Hank's truck when all else fails.
I've identified 2 of your problems, Bill. There's no oil in your oil pan, but lots of it in your windshield washer reservoir.
I don't know if we can save this engine. Our best bet might be to take out the floorboards and make this a Flintstones car.
I'd say you should donate it to charity, but charity people have enough problems.
Her role models are Jerry Hall and Anna Nicole Smith because
I don't know anything about the Jerky Boys, honestly.
Small-town girls that made it. However, she also hasn't quite figured out that they use their sex appeal in order to make it. She's described as attractive and sexy with a beguiling innocence and may well still be a virgin, at least technically. I'm not 100% sure what that means, but that's what it says. It also says, and I quote, "She's not a bad girl, she's just drawn that way," a reference to Jessica Rabbit.
Oh, I'm not bad. I'm just drawn that way.
One last interesting thing about Luann is this part here that says, alone among the characters, Luann's ambitions take her beyond the Arlen City limits. And now we move on to the Gribbles, starting with Dale, whose description begins with, Dale is Hank's best friend and next-door neighbor. This is not a coincidence. He's the local exterminator that has become immune to the poisons he uses and who has never met a conspiracy theory that he didn't like.
22 years of breathing in toxins have eroded your sinuses and coated your lungs with a substance I can't quite identify.
I would like that substance back. It belongs to me.
He includes the...
The booty is mine. It belongs to me. You cannot take my booty.
UN, the Trilateral Commission, and the secret government, among thousands of others he considers to be enemies.
Which is why so many people are suddenly allergic to peanuts. Peanuts are emitting toxins as an evolutionary defense mechanism. They're tired of being eaten, and now they're fighting back.
He claims to know who really killed Kennedy and that we, and I quote, took care of him.
Nancy, shoot it!
This is what you do?
He has a bomb shelter in his backyard, and the one conspiracy that he's oblivious to is his wife Nancy's 12-year affair with John Redcorn.
Yeah.
Overall, Dale is essentially harmless and is just all talk.
Yeah.
Nancy is Dale's wife, and it's a mystery why they're together.
Why, Shug?
She's the weather lady on the local UHF station with pretensions of being an actual meteorologist.
I'm a meteorologist, not a doctor, but if I had to make an educated guess, I'd say he's got polio.
No.
Oh, all right, I'm not a meteorologist, I'm a weather girl.
Hank isn't a big fan of her because she...
No, I learned that in like 4th grade, I think it was. I said that I wanted to be a weatherman because I thought they were actual meteorologists, but they just read what's on the teleprompter.
Gives Peggy ideas, and yes, she has been carrying on a 12-year affair with John Redcorn under the false premise of getting treatment for her headaches. John Redcorn is a Native American healer and Nancy's lover. Everyone in town knows about them except for Dale.
I believe I'm the one who deserves the kicking. I slept with his best friend's wife for 13 years.
Yeah, Bill's wife was a tramp, big deal. Now shut up and let Hank kick the ass he started on.
Joseph is Nancy and Dale's son and a good friend of Bobby who looks just like John Redcorn. Then we get to Bill, who lives on the street behind Hank and shares the alley, which is what we typically see.
I'm Bill Dotreve. I'm a sergeant barber in the United States Army. I'm 5'8" 3/4 inches tall. My wife Lenore divorced me in the year of our Lord, 1991. That's about it.
He's a U.S. Army sergeant serving as a barber who's kind of slow and stupid. However, he's shrewd enough to bully and browbeat green recruits into doing his chores for him. His wife Lenore left him 6 years ago and is now with another man, with Bill letting himself go during his married years and not being considered prime dating meat. Yeah, they actually say prime dating meat. That's not me. Boomhauer, the only name given is Boomhauer, no first name. He lives directly behind Dale, which again is normally shown on the show. His speech is almost incomprehensible except to Hank and the guys.
Now calm down, both of you. I can't understand a word you're saying.
He's described as, and I quote yet again, the oddest bird in a very strange flock. He's a bachelor that ladies are drawn to, has a cool rockabilly air to him, and he likes to hang out with younger people. Not gonna lie, he kind of sounds a lot like Wooderson to me.
That's what I love about these high school girls, man. I get older, they stay the same age.
He's the umpire at Little League games despite his speaking method. He likes Seinfeld. Dangle is his most common expression.
I like Dangle, man, and I like Dangle Seinfeld, man.
As far as what his job is...
Drum roll, please. Drum roll.
He works in a deafeningly loud factory that makes barbed wire. No big mystery there. That's it. That's Boomhauer's job. He works in a factory that makes barbed wire.
That's it?
Up next are the Super Nuisance
then they changed it so that he was a Texas Ranger instead.
Owns the Hills Laotian American neighbors who lived in California for 15 years before moving to Texas, and they have a West Highland Terrier named Doggy.
So what's his name?
Doggy.
Yes, Con Jr., he's a doggy. Now, can you tell me his name?
He's called Doggy.
Con's job is as a systems analyst for the defense aerospace industry, though no one knows more than this, and Dale thinks that it's intelligence work.
Systems manager. Well, hell, I like the sound of that. Debbie, that's your new title.
No, she's not in systems. You disrespect important job.
I can't imagine anything more important than what Debbie does.
He's cranky and a bit of a hothead, being referred to as an Asian Hank in this regard.
Yeah, Con is an anagram for Hank.
My mother come back from your house, she's sweaty and exhausted.
Oh, Lord.
Come on, guys, cool it.
From now on, you stop writing us so hard.
Dangle,
And though he has a heavy accent, he is better educated and has a much larger vocabulary than Hank. Min, Con's wife, is petite and has dainty little feet that make Peggy jealous.
Hey, look at me. I'm like little girl in mama shoes. Okay, bye-bye now. Bye-bye.
Her friendship with Peggy is described as prickly, and it's noted that she's a good cook. Connie, or Con Jr., is 11 years old and was born in California. Con wanted a boy but got Connie, hence the whole Con Jr. thing.
No, I go out on a giant limb for you, Con Jr. You lose, you no longer my son.
She hits it off with Bobby, studies violin, has...
It was a... in the episode where they take the boys hunting, she was all like, yeah, I'm leaving a girl and coming back a man.
An extensive vocabulary, and Con has her memorized words as part of preparation for the SATs.
If my dad catches you here, he'll make me play that
Hello,
song he wrote about you.
man.
Fat white lumps about me?
Strickland, just Strickland, no mention of the name Buck.
Oh, found my lump!
Is Hank's boss and owner of Strickland Propane. He's a larger-than-life LBJ-type character who makes Hank follow him into the bathroom for meetings.
I'm at the top of the mountain, all right, and you're my... What do you call them goat men to keep you from freezing to death?
You're his Sherpa, honey.
He's a big schmoozer that drives a big Cadillac, and the final line of description simply reads, big, 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 big.
No, I hate work, Hank. It's so god-awful boring. How you don't kill yourself is beyond me.
Buckley, no first name given, is the annoying Gen X clerk who works at the Megalo Mart. He drives a motorcycle and Hank nuts, as well as being...
Guess what? Chicken butt. Why? Chicken thigh.
Luann's on-again, off-again boyfriend.
Those better be for me.
No, they're for me for later. Where's Luann?
Cotton Hill, Hank's impossible-to-please father. He's described
here he
as,
is.
and I quote, Ross Perot with no shins.
I'm spending my money on this campaign. The two parties are spending your money, taxpayer money.
See, I told y'all we'd be back to Ross Perot.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm kind of surprised I didn't see that one before. He does look and sound a lot like Ross Perot.
I don't know jack shit about
generation's
Ross
giving away
Perot.
everything we fought for. Panama Canal, Mexican legs. You people give back down these diapers that you had 'em.
His shins were blown off by enemy gunfire in World War II.
Where have all the flowers gone?
After Hank's mother left him, he married his nurse Dee Dee. Oh, and this is interesting. He may have been a Texas Ranger. So there was a character who was possibly a Texas Ranger at the start, but, it was Cotton. And finally, we have Dee Dee Hill, who went to kindergarten with Hank.
What do you think of your mama's new Tata?
Oh, she is not my mother. Hell, we went to kindergarten together.
Hey, Hank,
You still like finger painting?
do you still like finger painting?
She's described as being not very bright, following Cotton's orders without question, and she views chauvinistic male behavior as normal and acceptable. Cotton recently gave her the gift of breast implants.
Oh, Lord.
Don't tell her, but I got 'em cheap. Both lefties.
And yeah, that's it. That's the character Bible. That is all the outlines for the characters that were set up at the beginning that are meant to be stuck to. Though, let's be honest there, that's not always the case. But, what do y'all think? Does it do a good job of laying the foundation? Let's hear what you think down in the comments.
That was pretty nice. Yeah. We certainly learned a lot today. Now, apparently, Boomhauer was supposed to work in a factory, but in the original series finale to Sirloin with Love, it was revealed that he was a Texas Ranger. So, excuse me. All right, I think. Hold on, let me check a message. Okay. I think that'll be it. Oh, Peaches, thank you for the follow. Sorry that you had to join at like the last minute, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Checking. Yeah, let's go ahead and let's just wind down for the night. Let's do some chatting for a little bit. I've got plenty of time. I don't really have that much to do. Ross Perot potato. All right. Yeah, I don't have much to do tomorrow, so I'm down to just spend a little more time just chatting. I mean, on Kick, I have it set to here, I need to reset my. There we go. All right, much better. No, I had to reset my avatar position, but yeah, I'm down to just talk about anything. Wait, that wasn't who. I need to think. All right, so yeah, let's go ahead and wind down for the night or day, depending on what part of the world you're in. But is there anything that you wanted to talk about, Wolfie? I don't really have that much to talk about, but I'm always down for any conversation. I mean, at some point, I do want to do like a sort of Q&A style stream where you guys just ask questions and then I will give you answers. Ask me your questions and get some answers. And I also want to do it while editing videos, because that way I won't be too distracted. Go ahead. I'm all ears. There are no dumb answers. There are no dumb questions. There are only questions. But go ahead and just lay it on me. But yeah, well, I want to eventually do a Q&A stream at some point, all the while I'm editing videos, because I want to make sure that I'm at least somewhat caught up on videos. Hello, Feisty. Ideas of making a suit for novelty's sake? Yeah. I mean, I don't want to call it a cult because I don't think that's fair to... Hold on, let me crush this water bottle. I've thought about wanting to get a suit, but right now, it's not in the cards. I don't know anyone that could make one for me. I would only use it... Are the ones not asked? No, ask your questions and I will answer them to the best of my ability. I mean, I'm trying to think. I mean, I wouldn't mind having one if it's for, like, special occasions. Like, if there's some weird house party that some friend... I'm sure they would be very intrigued by the suit. So, like... And then, obviously, I would have it for... I guess other reasons, but that's about it. Hold on, let me check something. Hold on, someone messaged me. All right. Yeah. Hello, Jenna Ray. Thanks for the follow. That's something that you've heard. Yeah. There is someone that was just messaging me on Discord. I think they're the one. They're They're on Kick and they're labeled Feisty90. If you can check the corner of the screen down here. Hello, Jenna Ray. Thanks for the follow. Right now we're winding down for a little bit. Just chatting for a little bit before we finish up. But, yeah. If I ever did get a suit, it would just be for very specific occasions. I wouldn't wear it all the time. It would probably just be in storage all day, and it would have that stale laundry smell. Like, whenever you have just laundry sitting in a drawer for a long time that you haven't worn in a long time, and then it kind of has this, what I can only describe as a stale laundry smell. And of course, if I was to ever use it for any reason, I would obviously wash it, because I'm not going to walk around in a dirty suit. Okay, yeah, someone messaged me. It's someone who wanted to edit videos for me, but unfortunately, they've been having some medical issues as of recently, and I've been trying to help them out. I'm doing fine, Jenna Ray. Thanks for asking. But, let's see. But, do you have any questions for me? I mean, you didn't have to delete those messages, Kami. Unless you wanted to ask something else. I'm down for any other questions that you guys might have. I don't really have that much to do tomorrow. I mean, tomorrow is one of my Dance Dance Revolution nights. Okay, Isha, good night. So I'll definitely be like spending some time tomorrow editing some videos, and then I'll go to play. But if nobody has any thing that they wanted to talk about, then we can obviously just shame, meaning, hold on, trying to, good for survival, probably, yeah, the survival of the strangest, yeah, I don't really mind it. I mean, you don't have to worry about, like, me being, like, whatever. You shouldn't have to be I don't know what I don't know what I'm trying to say at this point. I'm just trying to make conversation. I need more, like, interaction. I need whoever's on Kick to, like, actually interact with me. No, I remember talking to the people that I've been working with behind the scenes, and I remember mentioning to them that I need more, like, interactions from, like, Kick chatters and stuff, since there doesn't seem to be that much going on. Let's see, we got through, yeah, there was one more video that I wanted to look at, but I decided I think it would be best if we saved it for another time, because I feel like that I'm sure some people might be intrigued by that, but another might not necessarily. But if you have any last-minute things that you want to talk about, feel free to let me know before we finish up. And if not, let me check everything. Yeah, oh, don't worry. Aw, no, don't worry. You're good. I don't mind. I just need some patience. Patience is a virtue, as I keep telling myself. Yeah. It's like, I'm trying to do, like, daily uploads in hopes that the YouTube algorithm will finally start actually promoting my stuff. But I'm worried that because I don't censor myself whenever I swear or say anything odd, that is one of the reasons why YouTube isn't promoting my videos, which is like, you know, there was a time where I would get like 1,000 views on like I only have like over 1,000 views on like a handful of videos. And I don't understand why I can't just keep that consistently. And it's like, I know that it often takes people at least like 3 months. I remember watching a video about someone. They were talking about a YouTuber who at first didn't get that many views, but then suddenly several months after they made their channel and uploaded videos, suddenly their viewership on all of their videos, including their older ones, started to skyrocket. I'm still waiting for that moment, and I don't know when that is gonna happen. This one video that I recently uploaded did get over 200 views, which was very interesting. It was one where we talked about Therians. I don't know if you know what those are, but it was specifically about Jackal being my first simp. But it's sort of a joke meme video, so it's not... So I didn't expect it to do that well. I mean, it could be better, but I'm hoping that one day, at some point, hopefully in the near future, I'll finally get that breakthrough video that I've been looking for that'll really make my channel blow up. No, I keep seeing all of these like VTubers, these female VTubers that get tens of thousands of views on their channels, and some of them only come into being like within the past year or so, and I'm like, how exactly do these VTubers get so many views? I mean, I know why. It's because they got big boobs, and it's an unfortunate reality that some people might have to face. A lot of guys just like that stuff. Apparently they don't necessarily want to see someone like me with this cute little guy, but I don't know. I guess it depends. I will do my best to continue to make... I'm gonna keep posting. I'm not gonna stop, alright? I don't care what that one kick chatter the other night said. I'm gonna keep going until I decide that I don't want to do it anymore. It's definitely been a challenge, to say the least, but I don't usually give up that easily when it comes to things like that. I usually keep going. I'm usually a go-getter. Whenever you don't know where you can message me, I'm sorry. I know. Do you have any, like, ways of communication, like, at all? I mean, I know in order to make, like, a YouTube channel, you need an email, but that seems very inconvenient to me. I wouldn't want you to... I don't want you to have to share your email with me or anything. I know you said you don't have a Discord or any other socials, but I know I mentioned that at some point I'm gonna have to make a Twitter, as much as I don't want to, where I would only use the Twitter solely for just, I guess, announcements. Just email, Steam, that's all you have. I mean, I have a Steam account, but I have to rename the username. So I might have to get back to you on that if you're able to show up on Wednesday. But that's what it's an XMPP, but I don't know what that is. Extensible messaging and presence protocol to enable real-time communication. Okay, I see. Like Edgebird, Prosody, and OpenFire. I'm sure we can find a way to communicate. It shouldn't be that hard, but it's IRC, but better. Let me... I don't think it's internet. Internet relay chat. Okay. I see. So you believe that... So you say that XMPP might be too much? Well... If I'm able to change my username on Steam, I can probably get back to you at least on Wednesday. But if you do... with port forwarding... I might have to look into that, but I don't really know anything about that kind of stuff. I'm not really a I'm not really techno savvy in that way. So if we don't have anything else, we could probably sign off for the night, because I do want to get to the guy that hold on. Sorry, had to sneeze. If it's about sharing name, concerned with lie. Okay. Alright, I see. I'll definitely try to get back to you on that, in all honesty. Like, I'll see what I can do. Right now, the guy that wants to edit my videos wants to talk to me after this, once the stream is over. Do you have any last minute things that you want to say before we finish up for the night? But, anyway, thank you to everyone who was able to join. Yeah, I will be back Wednesday night, same time as before. I'll give a few seconds if anyone has any last... Alright, yeah, bye, Aisha. Thank you for joining. Yeah. Oh no, I'm so sorry, Bunda. Oh man, I'm so sorry you had to deal with that. Yeah, time zones. Yeah, but at least you have the VODs to look forward to. The VODs will always be available on YouTube for your viewing pleasure, and you can always at least leave a comment. Granted, I don't really look at comments because I just don't feel like it. So, obviously, but I hope that you're able to, but Bunda, if you're able to join on Wednesday night, based in Louis Rossmann pilled PF. Oh, you have a Clippy. No, I remember watching a video of why you should change your profile pic to Clippy. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. If nobody has anything else to mention, I think it would be best if I make my leave. Thank you all very much for watching. I apologize, Bunda, for you not being able to show up for 2 years, and he took over YouTube. Hold on. Oh, it's 10 a.m. where you are? Oh, well, 10, 9, 8, 7. Well, wherever you live, it would be 7 when I start streaming. Unless you don't wake. Oh, yeah? Okay. Oh, I think it's that guy. Okay. Oh, you live in the same time zone as me. I see. Yeah, but seems Bunda lives in somewhere in the Eastern Hemisphere. But thank you all for watching. Oh, you're in Europe? Oh yeah, there's another chatter. There's another YouTube chatter named Whippy that's from Poland, who also frequents the chat as well. I'm sorry that you're not able to, but yes, in wherever you live, it would be like 7:30 a.m. is where I would start going live. I don't know what time you usually wake up, but relative to my time zone, it would be 7:30 for you. But yeah, I keep saying thank you very much for watching, take care, but I think for real this time. Hopefully you'll be able to catch the VOD, but I really gotta get going. Thank you all so much.